Hello friends and welcome to Let's Play Minecraft. I'm your host, MagicManMo. I don't think, I have the wrong game set up to appear on stream, but don't you worry. Don't you worry. There it is. There it is. It's here. It was only a matter of time. And I think the chat's working here in just a second, maybe? Chat box? Chat box, are you listening? Are you there, chat box? Welcome to the stream. I see Racing Fan and Jessica in the chat already. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Oh boy, here comes the Minecraft stream. I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I was about to go to bed. Now I want to watch this until 1:30 a.m. Well, maybe if you zone out and pass out on me and fall asleep, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you if that happens. Because that's not a lot of sleep. I'm just trying to get the chat box to come up. Is it working? I don't think it is. I feel like it's not. I feel like the chat box is pretending to be alive. Maybe? Nope, nothing's happening. But hello, welcome. Our plan today. I'm hoping the chat box will start working eventually. But my plan today is a simple one. Ooh, I heard a cat. It scared the crap out of me. There you are. You're my cat. Not a wild cat. Not a cat out in the wild. My plan today is a simple one. Today, I think we're making the long spoken about, the long talked about tower of doors. I think we're gonna make a giant tower of doors because apparently it has been foretold that the way to get villagers to spawn more of these villagers, it's not like we really need a lot more, I just want more. Maybe we don't need too many more, but I feel like I want more, and I want to make a tower of doors in this area to spawn villagers. I feel like I should probably, before we start making the tower, I should probably confirm the, just on Minecraft Wiki or whatever, what the requirements are, because I feel like you have to have a bit of floor outside the door, maybe inside the door as well. And then you have to have a room that's covered, and then a room that's open to the sky on the outside to count as a door. Is that how that works? Spawning villagers with doors. I'll probably look that up before we get too far into it, just so that we know that we're not wasting our time. Let's see here. Tutorials creating a village. Excellent. Housing. A villager needs a house to stay in and be sheltered from threats such as illagers. Illagers? I thought they were pillagers. And zombies, which will attack villagers on site below, or a few houses. I don't really need. Okay, wait. Bed. Do we need beds? Do we need to have beds, or do we? Is this a tutorial for how to just make a lot of beds? Place a bell where villagers can get. I think this is just for how to make a village. I don't know if that's how we make. I just want to spawn more obtaining villagers, curing, kidnapping. We don't need that. We already have them. Expansion. If one wants to get more villagers and get a blacksmith, just place their job site block. Okay, no, we already know about that. One can repeatedly add more houses to let villagers breed more and make more villagers. Also, if the villagers are gossiping a lot, an iron golem can spawn. Okay, that's not what I need to know. Maybe we don't need a tower of doors. Maybe we just need to make more apartment buildings. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe we're just gonna build a tower of apartments. I don't know. This week in general hasn't been a good one for me. I'm sorry to hear that, Racing Fan. I hope it starts picking up right away. You've been sick and yesterday was horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Drink lots of water. Continue to eat things because you need to be nourished. Don't be like me and just eat candy corn all day. Be nourished. Get your food. Soup is great. If you're on medicine, take your medicine. See a doctor if need be. Take care of yourself. Can't wait for Friday. What's on Friday? What happens tomorrow? If this stream is as nerve-wracking as the last one, I don't think I'll fall asleep. Last time we were near death experience. I don't think it will be that bad. Please the requirements for ideal breeding environment. Yeah, let me confirm that. That's just a tip on how to keep pillagers out. We don't need that because we have our fence. We have our giant fence, so that is okay. I do see a question. How many doors do you need to spawn villagers? That's a good question. What do we got here? Villager farming, perhaps, is what we need. Unlike for other breedable mobs, villager breeding cannot be forced. However, the player can provide for ideal accommodations to make the process efficient. The decision for a villager to show heart particles depends on how willing a villager is to mate. If two villagers nearby are willing at the same time, they will spawn a baby villager in between them. like other animals. There are many factors of willingness, but it most importantly depends on the food that the player feeds the parents. To feed villagers, the player must throw the food to them and let them obtain it in their inventory. Below is a table that tells the player approximately how much food they must give to a villager before they are willing. That I'm not worried about because we have tons of bread. It looks like they don't even need very much bread, so like that's fine, but we have tons of it. There are more parameters to willingness than just food villagers have. Villagers have take a census of the population of their village about every minute. A minute? Jeez. They will only become willing if the population is at or lower than 35% of valid village doors rounded down. At or lower than. So there always has to be like about three times more doors than villagers, basically. So if there are 21 village doors, enough to start spontaneously spawning iron golems, the villagers will continually mate until there are about 7 villagers within the village. The population is counted based on whether the villagers are within 5 blocks of a door that is recognized as a valid house in spherical distance. An infinite villager breeder can consist of 6 doors that are more than 5 blocks away from the breeding villagers, with a villager nearby to register the doors to a village. By placing the doors farther than 5 blocks away from the breeder, the villagers will think there's only the one detector villager in a 6-door village. A 6-door village. Alright. No other villagers can get in range of the door. So mating will occur continuously and endlessly. I still don't understand how that makes an infinite. An infinite villager breeder can consist of 6 doors that are more than 5 blocks away from the breeding villagers. Oh, so I guess maybe if you captured specific villagers to be the breeding villagers, that's probably what they mean. That's probably what they mean. It's Spirit Week at SVS. Ooh, Western Day. Ooh, that could be fun. Get to order lunch. You've been drinking loads of water? Oh, if you've had an allergic reaction to something, it would be really good to try to figure out what it was that you were reacting to, so you can try to put a kibosh on that right away. I think we should build small houses with 2 doors and 2 beds. That worked nicely for me. We could do that. Or we can try adding more doors to the ugly apartment. We could. We could do that as well. Villager breeding has changed. Now the amount of villagers you want to spawn is set by how many beds are... Oh, wait, what? Not wait. I'm reading something that's literally different from what I just read. As the village and pillage update, villager breeding has changed. Now the amount of villagers you want to spawn is set by how many beds are placed. Say you want 300 villagers, you need 300 beds. To breed, said villager must be fed 3 bread. What? And so on and so on. This can go on infinite if you really have that much wool. No one will use 100 beds, but if you still do, you need 300 wooden. Setting up. Okay. So maybe we don't need a tower of doors after all? Why did I just read all of that about doors, and then there's this one paragraph that's like, wait a minute. It's really all about the beds. It's really all about... Is that an Enderman way across the way over there? No, it's a cow. I think a cow's udder looks like Enderman eyes, and I was like, is that an Enderman out there? Okay, so maybe we just need to make more apartment buildings. We could continue to expand this ugly thing. Then my problem is, though, is it possible that if beds are too far away vertically, villagers won't be able to recognize them? That might be a problem as well. I don't know. So we're gonna have to figure that out a little bit. Ooh, browners. This is really confusing. I know. I'm on like the Minecraft wiki, and it's actually the Gamepedia. That was the Gamepedia. Let's see. A house, a village house, is a bed. Wait, a house is a bed. A village tries to maintain its population at 100% of the number of houses if there are at least 2 villagers. That didn't make any sense. Gatherings. We don't need gatherings. I do think if you're creating a village, you do need a village bell, which is interesting, which is new to me, but every village we've discovered has had a bell in it, so that makes sense. Okay, a house is defined as a claimed bed. Claimed beds are beds with at least 1 villager. However, if the bed is obstructed by a solid block, villagers being unable to pathfind to the bed causes them to fail claiming the bed by showing anger particles over the villager's head. Well, that's interesting. If they know there's a bed but they can't figure out how to get to it, they'll get upset. If a villager succeeds in sleeping in an obstructed bed, the villager suffocates and likely dies. Yeah, no, that checks out. The math on that one checks out. Once a villager has claimed a bed, the claimed bed is registered as a house in the village, and the villager remembers the position of the claimed bed even when underground. Okay, in the evening, villagers return to their houses' beds. However, a villager who cannot reach their bed loses ownership of the bed, allowing other villagers to come. Okay, so they do only claim one bed. It's not random. That's interesting, because I don't know why some villagers go to the apartment. I guess they never had enough beds to begin with. The previous bed owner then forgets the house location and searches for another. So if for some reason someone claims one that was claimed, the first guy needs to find a new one. Got it. Okay, and that's job blocks. We don't need to worry about job blocks. So actually, it sounds like breeding and the population cap. Villagers breed without player intervention, but there must be at least 2 adult villagers who can reach each other. If you're starting a village from scratch or recovering from zombie villagers and there are no villagers left, okay, we can haul them from places. I know that. That's not what I needed to know. Go into love mode. That's fine. We can produce a baby only if they have their own beds plus an available bed for the baby, and the beds have 2 empty blocks above them. Okay, that's good to know, but that makes sense. There needs to be room for the baby to jump on the bed. Okay, I think that's just a hint. If the population cap is met or the beds are obstructed, angry particles appear. Oh, which I think we've seen the angry particles before while trying to make a baby, probably because we were at the population cap. Okay, I bet we need a lot more rooms. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna make more apartments instead of a tower of doors. I think we're gonna make more apartments. Although I think differently. I personally think I had a fever. I hope it's a fever instead of an allergic reaction, because I would hate to find out that you're allergic to something but never finding out what that thing is. You know what I mean? I don't think we should try to the system. Let's just build little tiny houses for them. Apartment buildings might be creating problems because they are vertical. We could just continue to make little tiny houses and actually expand the village outward. I actually don't mind making at least occasional towers, like little apartment buildings and stuff like that, because they do figure out how to go up. I just don't know if there's a limit to how far up they can go before they get confused. I don't know why I'm going inside the tower now. I was actually going to go see if there's anyone in bed, but it's literally during the middle of the day. So it's not a problem right now. But we could continue to try to expand outwards, interestingly enough. And that might even give us a reason to buy more than one bell, because I don't know if there's really a horizontal and like a lateral cap, a lateral distance that you can go far away. Oh, I forgot that the Fletcher's around here somewhere. If there's a cap to how far away from the bell you can get before it's no longer a village, because I do think it's quite possible that the bell is the center of the village. I didn't read the entire wiki, obviously, to learn about villagers, but I think that might have something to do with it. Our wheat is actually ready to go, by the way. Let's go mine our wheat. Let's go. It is daylight. How much? I've got some daylight left. Let's try to knock out our wheat. It's immediately good for the daylight, and the daylight's immediately gone. But let's go ahead and get our wheat going, because we will need a bunch of bread when we are ready to get the villagers going. When we're ready to get the villagers breeding. When we're ready for that. So let's go ahead and knock this down because it is all ready. We'll go ahead and replant it. We'll go check on our sugar cane, because we should always check on our sugar cane. And yeah, houses and apartment buildings. I think maybe we'll avoid any apartment buildings that are crazy tall. Like the one that I have, it's 3 floors tall. And I know that's not a problem with pathfinding right now, because I have literally followed and watched a villager walk to the roof. I've literally watched that happen, so that's not a problem. I think I've watched that happen. That didn't happen on my house, did it? Yeah, I think it happened on that apartment building. So at least I know for a fact that 3 floors seems to work. And, yeah, I think we'll probably have a couple apartment buildings. I don't know. We'll have to try to make some nicer ones, but I don't know what they'll look like or how big they'll have to be to give them more, like, room in their little apartments. Because the crappy apartment, it's little. It's a little itty-bitty guy. And I feel like we should make a couple of nice ones, too. I don't know what materials we'll make it out of, but we'll do that. So that's what we'll do. Instead of the tower of doors, Because apparently it's not based on doors. Apparently it's based on beds now. Even though I read for like a solid 5 minutes about the doors. Whoever runs the wikis, look. Things used to be simpler back in the day. Things used to be simpler. You used to be able to look at the wiki and the way it was the way it was. Now nobody knows. Alright, I probably got an entire inventory full of seeds. Yay me. Whoopsie, that's not seeds. There we go. Okay. Ooh, this is kind of, I don't know if it's just the rain, but this is kind of tripping me out a little bit, just staring into the dirt while moving. I was like, whoa, whoa a little bit there. Ah, yes, the rain. I'd forgotten what it was like to work out in the rain in Minecraft. Normally, being in the desert as we are, normally we don't encounter this strange sky hydration. We don't normally encounter that. It's not usually been a problem. So we'll have to decide what we want our apartment buildings to sort of look like, what the theme should look like, because we don't have a ton of varying materials, but we'll have to figure that out. We can start with houses. We can start with some houses to begin with. My only concern really is the fencing situation we have to protect our village. Is that expanding outward means we will have to expand the fencing outwards. It's not a huge problem, but that does make me wonder if I can make the houses that we do have inside of our current village, oopsie, more efficient. Do I have any dirt on me or something? No, I need to make a better way to climb up to the actual farm. I actually just need to redo this entire farm. I just need to redo the entire farm. But that's for another day. That's not for today. But did I plant over there? I don't even remember planting over there. I obviously did, but I apparently blacked that out. Oh man, that's funny. Actually, yes, I do. I do remember doing that over there, but then I wandered over here because I think I fell off or whatever. You kind of get into a zone where you kind of just forget what you're doing and you just go for it. It's not like, is it nighttime yet? It might be. It's raining so hard that I don't actually know if it's night yet. So I don't really want to be out here in the middle of the night. Because, you know, I really don't want to be staring at the ground when a creeper decides to jump up on top of me and eat me. Yes, we have seen the angry particles, I think. Yeah, I think so, too. I think we have seen the angry particles. You're in Arizona. Flower that blooms in the fall is common for allergies. Yeah, flower pollen. It's usually the pollen from flowers and plants that causes allergies. So maybe you've become sensitive or are sensitive to a specific kind of pollen. That could be. That could be possible. At least you have Arizona dry weather. Unless is dry weather good or bad for allergies? For some reason, I was under the impression dry weather is good for allergies. It's drier than some states. It's definitely a drier state than where I'm in. I'm in Illinois. We have a wetter atmosphere. There's more water here. Okay, and everything's good here. Okay, there's a little patch here I gotta seed up real quick. And then anything else that I've dropped off the side here. I do think the sun is almost down or is down. It's not super dark out here, but my brightness isn't like super low, right? Yeah, because you can clearly see all the torches coming on. Let's get back to the desert before we die to some sort of monster out here. We're okay. We're fine. But yeah, I wanted to do that, get our bread going, because we have a place to store all of this now. We were running out of places to store it. Oh yeah, the sun is like just setting. Perfect. It's much easier to tell from the desert if the sun is setting or not. I think we can fill the gaps with tiny houses without expanding the fence. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say next as well. Is that with the space that we do have, if we clear out some of the hilliness and kind of flatten things a little bit, just a little bit. There's some things that are kind of on hills that we're not gonna change too much. But if we clear out some space with little houses, you know, houses that are like this size, right? You know, roughly this size-ish. Maybe, I mean, you can get away with smaller, but they're houses, so you know, give them a little space to work with, right? I think we can fit quite a few more in, and maybe we even make some double-decker houses. Maybe some like duplexes or whatever the heck, some townhouses or something. I mean, I'm not fancy enough that it's gonna look like townhouse. Like, don't get your hopes up that I'm gonna create some sort of masterpiece, but maybe we can get away with doing something kind of neat. I don't think I've planted a potato anywhere, so I need to make sure I don't get rid of that by mistake. I'm gonna go turn all my seeds into compost because I have a bunch of seeds and we don't need all of them at all remotely. Can we craft sandstone from sand blocks? I'm not sure. Can we do that? I'll have to look. Do I have any sand on me? I don't think I do. I'll try. I'll give it a try. I do not know if we can craft sandstone from sand blocks. That would be convenient for getting sand blocks, because sand blocks we could use to make more desert-looking homes instead of the wood stuff. Because the wood stuff, I mean, while wood is quite convenient to us, because we can chop it down and get it, and it's renewable and that kind of thing, it is a little garish in the desert. It doesn't quite match the desert theme. Ooh, there we go. There we go. I've got so many seeds. Prepare your butts for composting all of these seeds. I'm gonna go grab this real quick. Here we go. The other thing I wanted to talk about, but I also don't know if I want to talk about it because I feel like I should do a video about it or think more about it. I shouldn't. I feel silly for eating on stream this candy corn. I'm just slowly munching on candy corn. This is gonna become the stream now. It's just me slowly munching on candy corn. But part of me wants to talk about, but I really should just make a video instead of talking about it on stream. But I'm really concerned about the future of, and some people care and some people don't, my Roblox streams. Because we have, sorry, I gotta eat my candy corn. There's these new, this new COPPA, COPPA, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, something like that, that YouTube, I guess, isn't compliant with. And so there's a huge new policy shift for YouTube to become more compliant with COPPA. And the big thing is, it's requiring all, YouTube's requiring all creators to indicate whether or not their videos or streams are for children, specifically. And there's a huge issue with that. Phoenix is my partner's homestay. Ooh. But there's a problem with that. One, regardless of who actually watches your video or stream, indicating whether or not your video or stream is intended for children affects everybody who watches in the entire video, regardless of who watches it. Now, children in this context is anyone under the age of 13-ish. It varies by country and region, but that's kind of the idea. But it's kind of a huge problem in a number of ways. The big one, if you've heard about this, if you haven't heard about all these creators complaining about YouTube's new COPPA policy, a lot of people are complaining that it's going to remove personalized ads from their channels, and therefore they're going to make less money. I don't care so much about that. That's not my big thing. That's not what I'm concerned about so much. I don't make enough money on here to care that much about that anyway, regardless. My problem is this sandstone? It is. My problem is that, is this sandstone? My problem is, ooh, easy, buddy. You should not just run right out in front of me like that. Hang on. I just smacked my cat. Cat, come here. I need to give you some salmon. Forgive me. I smacked you with salmon. Eat. I smacked you with sand. There you go, buddy. I fed you some fish, and now you're not angry. All right. My problem is some of the content I make. This is the one that I'm most concerned about. Is that I've gathered something of a following of people watching my Roblox streams. And this is kind of where it begins. It's not just exclusive to Roblox. My problem isn't with just Roblox. You'll see how this expands further, but I'm going to use Roblox as my example for the time being. I have this problem. If I indicate that my Roblox streams are for children, which I never intended them to be for children, I intend them to be for a general audience that's friendly to children, but not directed to children. A general audience. But there is a problem that I will discuss. I don't mind if the Roblox streams are gone. You shouldn't inconvenience yourself. Well, it's going to go a little beyond Roblox. It's going to go beyond Roblox, but I'm going to start with there so that you kind of understand where I'm coming from, and then I'll explain how this affects multiple things, and it makes me really nervous. Mr. Rogers' theme got played on the radio yesterday for World Kindness Day. Oh, was yesterday World Kindness Day? I didn't even know. I really didn't even know. But here's my issue, right? Is that if I do a Roblox stream and I indicate that it's intended for children, which technically it's not, but it's possible that YouTube's automated systems would believe it is anyway, because typically the audience is children. Okay, fair enough. If I indicate that it is, not only does YouTube not collect data on children that watch, which they shouldn't be doing because that violates COPPA. By the way, I'm not violating COPPA. YouTube did. YouTube's the one that got sued, not me. But if I indicate that the video is for children, regardless of who watches, it disables a ton of stuff. It disables a ton of monetization stuff, which you might imagine makes some sense. You know, the join button disappears, any donation buttons, stream, super chats and that kind of stuff, that all gets disabled because, you know, YouTube and COPPA don't want children spending their parents' money, you know, or whatever, you know, creators trying to sucker children into spending money on a channel, that kind of thing. There's a concern with that. And I'm fully on board with limiting those features, or rather completely excluding those features from children's accounts. That makes sense to me. My problem is that if you indicate your video or stream is for children, regardless of who's watching, you can't stream, you can't chat, you can't comment, you can't look at, there's no end cards, there's no cards, which I don't use a lot of those anymore anyway, for reasons. The watermark of people's videos goes away. It messes with suggestion feeds. Video suggestion feeds get tampered with. It's really interesting. That's my larger concern, is that instead of YouTube knowing who on their platform is a child and then just not taking data from them, you know, collecting data on that child, instead of doing it that way, they're putting the onus on creators to essentially gimp their own videos. Gimp their own videos and streams is essentially what's happening. So if I did a Roblox stream, one, I'd have to indicate that it's for children. I have to, because under the FTC's guidelines, under the FTC's regulations, even if a video or stream is attractive to children for some reason, like, even if the primary target audience isn't children, if its secondary audience is children, it can still be a target of COPPA. I just went over here for my shovels, and that's not where my shovels are. They're all the way over here. So even if I wasn't targeting children, if I'm targeting, say, teenage audiences or something like that, if the secondary audience would be for children, then it still applies under COPPA. So I would have to mark, if it's for Roblox, and a lot of bigger Roblox YouTubers are looking into this as well and seeing a lot of the same stuff I'm seeing here. So if I indicate that it's for children, if I do a Roblox stream, it disables chat. Chat goes away. You can't interact with me. No more chat. Chat goes away. That's what I'm more concerned, my shovels are over here. That's what I'm more concerned with than anything else, is that it disables a bunch of stuff that I want to be able to do. Not just the money end of it. I mean, like, literally chat, comments, cards, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm kind of more concerned about. Sandstone, I put some sandstone in here. Actually, sandstone, that's smooth sandstone. Smooth sandstone, I guess, goes down here. There we go. That's what I'm more concerned about. Which begs the question, is it even safe to do Roblox stuff anymore? Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, that's just Roblox. Well, is it just Roblox? That kind of becomes the question. I need to do a video on this so that I can actually address the specific language that the FTC uses in its COPPA. Because its specific language that it uses doesn't necessarily mean the things that are like obviously for children. Okay, that's obviously for children. But what if? So consider this. What if I streamed like Spyro, the Reignited trilogy? Who's that for? If I streamed that, for me, right? Me, I grew up with that game. Anyone that grew up with Spyro is well into their 20s or 30s at this point, right? But, according to the FTC's language in the regulation, because it includes animated characters, is it supposed to be for children? What's the primary audience of that game, regardless of what my video or stream's for? Or like Crash Bandicoot, you know, the insane trilogy of that one. If I streamed that, is the secondary audience, even if it's not my intended primary audience, is the secondary audience for children? You know what I mean? Where does the line get drawn? You might be saying, okay, well, that's maybe a little fuzzy, but chances are in context, it depends on the streamer, the language they use, the audience, that kind of thing. Okay. Well, let's look at Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a horror game. It includes, technically, definitely unsuitable for advertiser content, although typically advertisers don't complain about Five Nights at Freddy's, interestingly enough. Conspiracy, as much as a conspiracy as that seems, but other horror games for sure. But Five Nights at Freddy's, technically, rated M game, technically not for children, incredibly popular with children. If I stream Five Nights at Freddy's, do I have to indicate that it's for children? Do I have to indicate that? Does that remove all the comments, all the chat, all of everything from that video? Keep in mind, too, that this will be happening retroactively. All the videos I've ever done are going to be reviewed by an automated system on YouTube's part, an automated system, to determine whether or not they're for children or not. And no one's really sure how the automated system's going to handle this yet. No one's really sure. So again, like when I mentioned Roblox first, because most people can typically say, okay, that's probably obviously for children. But where does the line exist? Where is the line? Destroyer 101, hey, welcome to the stream. So glad you could make it. Donnie the Crusader, welcome to the stream. So glad you could make it. Hello. No tengo. No tengo ¿qué? No tengo what? That's a tricky situation. YouTube keeps betraying their own content creators. It's really interesting. Don't we just need to cuss in vids so it's not for kids? No, actually, Donnie the Crusader, you bring up an excellent point. Swearing does not necessarily indicate that the content is not for children. So interestingly enough, you can actually have a situation. Ooh, that's a creeper. Hey, creeper. There's a fence between us, so you shouldn't be able. Oh, my cat! No, my cat! My cat just died. No. I mean, we have others, but holy crap. Well, that sucks. Interestingly enough, though, this is sad, but I don't know how I threw my shovel. This is sad, but I'm going to have to fill in my fence and rest in peace, cat. I am down one cat. I do have more, luckily, but rest in peace, cat. That was the cat that I've had for the longest. That was my first cat. That's super sad. I never got to name him, but that's super sad. I'm super sad by that. Anyway, you can technically still have a video that's intended for children that is also not suitable for advertisers for vulgarity. You can technically have both. However, language is an important note. Language is important, and I keep coming over here for my storage, but my storage is over here now. Language is an important note because the FTC actually does make mention of use of language in terms of whether or not it's going to be intended for children. The question is, we don't know how all these multiple factors are going to play together to determine ultimately what's considered, what's appropriate, or what's so-called intended for kids. Or see, the thing is, there's like 3 iterations of that phrase. There's intended for children, directed for children, and attractive for children. There's 3 phrases at use right now, and I'm trying not to use them interchangeably, and I haven't gone into the difference between all of those phrases yet. But that's a whole nother problem. The language is very... Hello? Oh, Treb, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. Hello. He scared me with the oh. At least it wasn't Falavora. Yeah, we're keeping Falavora nice and safe inside of our house at the moment. This guy... I know your job... Why do you walk away from me when I walk towards you? Yeah, you're a nobody. You don't actually have a job. But can we get you back inside, please? Can we get... Do I really have to dig you back inside? Do we really have to do this right now? I think we do. At least we got daylight. We'll try to get this guy back into the village by doing the old digging trick. But, what was I talking about? Language is important because we don't know how using, like, bad language technically applies to content being appropriate for children, but we know that if language is directed for children, which we don't know what that actually means, but if language is used in such a way to be attractive for children, again, that language is super vague. What that means, nobody really knows. If the manner you speak is theoretically, potentially intended for children, then you can get dinged for COPPA compliance. I don't know what that means. I don't think anybody really does. It has yet. It's only like time will tell. Time will tell for a lot of this stuff. So like swearing doesn't necessarily. Now I think so. This is where you kind of get your catch-22. I think excessive swearing would protect you from COPPA because that would absolutely ding you as mature content. Excessive swearing would absolutely ding you for mature content. The catch-22 is that now, if you've got excessive swearing, move out of that block, you dummy! If you do excessive swearing, you're going to be dinged for unsuitable for advertisers. So if money is the concern, which, like I say, for my case, money's really not an issue because I don't make much, if any. So since that's not a huge issue, not a huge issue for me, but for a lot of people, if you mark your stuff as targeted for children, you're going to be taking away a lot of your money. And if you are unsuitable for advertisers, you're going to take away a lot of your money. So you're kind of screwed either way. If money's the issue, if advertising and money is the move, go away. Holy crap. Again, the question is, if I censor myself and if I say crap instead of a swear word, does that make me kid targeted? Does that make me kid directed? I don't know. The language that the FTC uses is super vague. If I actually swear, then suddenly I get hit with with advertiser unfriendly. It's a catch-22. Pokemon Sword and Shield dropped. Oh, I didn't know that. If you have extra sand, we can also keep selling glass paints. That is absolutely true. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you? Don't worry. I'll be complaining about this all night. I'll be complaining about it all night. Well, I make Minecraft animation. Most are rated teen. I show gunfire and sword fighting, so I don't know. I don't really have it for kids. So that's interesting, Donnie. You're right. So Minecraft is really interesting. Right now, it seems to be accepted as Minecraft is for general audiences because it's attractive for not just kids, but also teens, for adults, etc. So right now, it seems like Minecraft is okay for a general audience. So that's okay. The animations, though, since you do Minecraft animations, that's going to be really interesting, an interesting point of contention, because the FTC guidelines, the regulations, actually specifically mention animation as being for children. Like, literally explicitly says animation can get you flagged for COPPA compliance. So if you do a Minecraft animation, so if you're playing Minecraft as a game, general audiences, if you do a Minecraft animation, is it for kids? According to the FTC, it might be. Because again, it doesn't have to be your primary target audience. If it is a secondary audience, you can still get dinged for COPPA compliance. And again, who's in charge of determining who I'm targeting? Especially at the secondary level. Well, the FTC just sued YouTube, so now it's YouTube's responsibility to determine who I'm targeting as an audience. That's where the friction lies. So if I decide that I'm not targeting children in my content, but YouTube decides that the way my content runs, what's displayed in the content, etc., it is, then YouTube can have the ultimate last say in that. You mentioned gunfire. Gunfire might make it safe. Like, in terms of, like, get you clear of the COPPA compliance issue. The gunfire might make it so that, okay, well, gunfire is clearly not intended for kids, therefore, ding, you're fine. However, guns often do get dinged for not suitable for for advertisers. So depending on whether or not your guns are like wacky laser guns or something like that, or realistic modern weaponry, you might actually end up getting dinged for being not advertiser friendly instead. So again, we've still got the catch-22 issue here, where you know, kind of like darned if you do, darned if you don't. With that situation. with it, like explosions and stuff, it's yet to be seen. Like, a lot of people want to say, you know, if it's got like violence in it or whatever, then it's probably not for kids. But we also do see violent kids stuff. So like when I was mentioning Roblox earlier, if you look at specific Roblox games, like Jailbreak, for example, technically that's like a prison criminal simulator or something, and technically shouldn't be for children, but it exists on Roblox, so it's for children. So there's some gray area there where ultimately the problem becomes we're not the ones actually deciding who's in violation. You know what I mean? Like, you and I aren't really determining that. I think if you go out of your way to explicitly say that your content absolutely is for children, no one's probably going to second guess you. No one's going to actually try to call you out on it. You'll probably be fine. It's those of us that are saying we're not for children where people are going to be holding the magnifying lens up and actually trying to double check and make sure you're not. Which again, sounds like a good thing. Sounds like a good thing. My issue, so here's the thing. I want to propose something to you, and you tell me if this is a better idea or a worse idea. Is that a nitwit? That one villager that was outside the fence? Yeah, that was a nitwit. The Star Wars movie dropped. The Mandalorian one? Yeah, it dropped on Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus. So our animator's gonna die. I think animators, depending on what they're animating, are gonna find a whole new adpocalypse upon them, depending on what they're animating. In a perfect world, I really hope context wins out, and anyone that is creating content not for kids, mark their stuff not for kids, and those who are making stuff for kids, mark their stuff as for kids, and everything will turn out okay. In a perfect world, I hope it gets worked out. I'm more concerned about the automated systems, mostly, but also, if you are making content for kids, I do think it sucks that, ooh, I need to knock this down before things walk on in. There you go. I do worry about the feasibility of creating, so if you were creating kids cartoons, for example, on YouTube, again, if money's the issue, which isn't my problem, but if money's the issue, then I am concerned that if you are making cartoons for kids, you're gonna have a harder time actually making your money back on your advertisements. Because again, animation can be kind of an expensive gig on YouTube, like, you know, putting in the time and stuff to do an animation, and then what you get back for it can be very little ever since the big switch from views to watch time happened, because animations tend to be shorter. So it's been harder for animators to make money in the first place, ever since then. As far as getting dinged for COPPA, I'm hoping context will win out and they'll be okay, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. The gaming content is where I'm more concerned, just because that's what I do, and it's really hard to try to tell people when a game is or isn't being targeted towards kids, when we do constantly face the stigma in gaming that, oh, every single game is for kids. Well, and again, trying to remember that technically, legally speaking, the FTC means individuals under the ages of 13 when they say kids. At least in the US. There we go. There you go. Technically, if you're like a teen, you're not a kid by the FTC's definitions. You're not an adult, you're just not a kid. To make that perfectly clear. Donnie, I don't know. Yeah, your message got bleeped, but there's animation like Family Guy in South Park, so it's really bad on that. So the Family Guy in South Park, they don't have to care. They're on TV. They're not on YouTube. YouTube's the one that got sued. So YouTube got sued by the FTC. So that's why that's what Family Guy and South Park aren't on YouTube. I know there's clips of them on YouTube, and unless it's coming from actually South Park or Family Guy, those clips are usually being illegally posted by a lot of channels. Sometimes South Park cares, sometimes they don't. Sometimes Family Guy cares, sometimes they don't. But yeah, that's not my concern. And like professionally produced animations that are for a network of some kind, not my concern. I don't really care how they do at all, because it's about YouTube in this context. I'm being shot at. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Yeah, get him. Get him. Get him. Yes. The other thing, like, I'm concerned about, like, So the other thing that I do on YouTube, like my Inca game stuff, if any of you have watched any of my Inca game stuff, which I don't know if a lot of people on my streams do watch that stuff or not, because I feel like I have a couple of different audiences, some that only watch videos, some that only watch streams. There's a little bit of cross between. I'm not entirely sure, but if you watch any of my Inca game stuff, I'm really concerned that that's going to be flagged as for kids, because the games themselves are animated and often include celebrities. And in the FCC regulations for COPPA, there is a section about if your content includes celebrities that could be appealing to children, you could have to comply with COPPA. Well, like my Inca game stuff, if I do a video game that's like on Chris Angel or Ariana Grande, it's like, is that technically an animated celebrity that could be appealing for children? So does that make my point-and-click adventure Let's Play suddenly COPPA incompliant? Does it? And if it does, then all of a sudden, you know, the comments get removed, the end cards get removed, cards get removed. It can no longer, like, there's something, I need to do my research again on this to double check, but what I read, and I need to double check because it just can't be true. But apparently, if you do mark your content as intended for kids, then your videos can no longer appear in suggested videos. And that just doesn't seem like that can be true. But I read something like that, and that needs follow-up. So I openly admit that requires additional follow-up. This is at least looking a lot cleaner. I still need to do more inside there. We're landscaping. We're landscaping right now. For those of you that are wondering what I'm doing right now, it's landscaping. We're doing some hardcore landscaping right now. I do need to make like a path that actually comes up here a little like more straightforwardly. Anyway, so I'm a little concerned about some of the content I've been making for the channel and about the future of it on the channel, including like not just the, oh, hey buddy, hey, what's up? Not only the, oh God, oh, no, don't blow up. I heard that I don't know if it's just on easy mode. Usually creepers, if you're on the other side of a fence, don't get aggro, but maybe that got fixed a long time ago. Maybe it got fixed a long time ago. It used to be, or at least in one version of the game, creepers would kind of ignore you if you were on the other side of a fence. They would just be like, oh, I guess you don't exist. That used to kind of be the thing. Yeah, there he is. I'm gonna eat. Junior Nuggets, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. Star Wars movie dropped in theaters? Wait, in theaters? What Star Wars movie? What Star Wars movie dropped in theaters? Episode 9 didn't. That doesn't come out until December. Get away from here, creeper. Get away from me. Hang on, I need to shoot you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, how do you like some of that, huh? How do you feel about some of that? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Got some levels for that. I wonder if Sony Animations will be affected. No, they're an animation studio. They have nothing to do with this. This is only for YouTube. You guys are focusing a little too much on the animations. This is for YouTube. YouTube got sued. So this is everything that's happening on YouTube. Don't worry about your TV. Don't worry about your movies. That's a whole nother area. Where a kid can be a kid. Again, so here's, this was, I was going to talk about something and I got sidetracked. But hang on. If racing games would be considered for kids, typically probably not. Like your NASCAR simulators and that kind of thing, no, that wouldn't be. If you had a game that was like Cars from the movie Cars, a game like that might be. Well, you see, if you're considered, again, with the money thing, remember, it's not just the money thing, it's also features. So like if you want comments on your videos, if your video is flagged as directed towards children, you're not going to have comments on your videos. So remember, it's not just the money thing. Because I don't care about that either, because I'm not big enough to care. Awesome, Alex Gamer. Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you make it. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Right, so YouTube gets sued by the FTC for collecting data on children. That's ultimately the problem here. YouTube gets sued by the FTC for collecting data on children. That's what actually happened. because collecting data on children violates COPPA policies. That's why there's no personalized ads on children's content, because in order to deliver personalized ads, you have to collect data from children. And that's technically illegal under COPPA. So that's what the suit was for. That was what the lawsuit was about. Unless I'm wildly mistaken about all of this. Unless I'm wildly mistaken, but I've been trying to do my best to like research this as best I can. That's what happened. What I don't understand is that if that was the issue, if the issue was that data was being collected by children, how come we can't? Because, again, follow me on this. A regular YouTube account technically can't be made by anyone under the ages of 13. In order to have a YouTube account, you technically have to be at least 13 years of age or older. Technically. And you have to have a parent's consent to do it at 13. At 18, you can do whatever you want. Just technically speaking. So what I don't understand, right, is that how YouTube can technically be responsible for what children are doing on their platform if children don't have accounts. In theory, children shouldn't be on YouTube at all. Again, for the under 13. Now, you could be saying, well, that seems a little unrealistic, right? You know, there's children are going to use, you know, like, again, if you're 12, should you be allowed to be on YouTube? You know, I'm not here to argue what you should or shouldn't be able to do, but like, again, 3-year-olds shouldn't have accounts on YouTube, but they are watching YouTube on like the kids app and that kind of thing. Sure. Hang on a sec. There we go. So here's my thinking. Why doesn't YouTube create a system where you can have an account on YouTube if you're under 13, but it has to be tied to a parent account. So a parent makes an account, a regular YouTube account, like normal, right? And then like a brand account. So like my MagicManMo account is a brand account underneath a parent account called like Weston Hasty or something. Not to be confused with my vlogging one. So what you do is you create an account as a parent, and then underneath that account you create a child account. And then every time that child account goes to a video, that video can say, oh, that's a child account. I'm not going to collect data on that account. I'm also going to hide comments, because for some reason that's against FTC regulations. I didn't know that before recently, so I didn't know that. Well, it'll like hide all of the stuff that the kids aren't supposed to be seeing based on COPPA, and it will not collect data and therefore not display personalized ads. Why? It would work basically the exact same way as a brand account, but instead of being for brands, would be for children. I don't understand why that's not the solution here. Because again, it's not like I was sued by the FTC for collecting data from children. That's it. I don't understand how this comes back down to me, ultimately. Since I'm a content creator, I'm not a publisher, right? You know, I'm not a brand publisher of some kind. That's my takeaway on it. I don't see how the solution is not literally, well, let's maybe make it possible for parents to create accounts for that. You're dying. Get out of here. I'm going to drown you in sand. I don't know how that's not the obvious solution. Oh, he did hurt himself, but he did not die. You're okay. You're hanging in there. I don't see how that's not the solution here, personally. That would have been my personal solution. Yeah. I'm gonna run out of sand. I'm actually gonna have to go collect some more sand to make this happen. I got. Let's move sandstone. I got some sandstone. There we go. Let's get some sandstone. I hope this is making sense. Again, I need to make an actual video addressing the key points and having some of the quotes and sections of text that I'm specifically talking about. And I need to make a full video about this. I'm sure people have already made a full video. You could probably find it somewhere if you went looking. But the fact of the matter is, like, I'm concerned about some of the content that I put on my channel and whether or not it's going to have a future here. And I'm worried about stuff that I want to do being flagged as for children, even if it's not. Again, it's very unclear. The thing is that it's very vague. The language being used is very vague. Ah, I fell. But I encourage you, if this is something that interests you, I definitely encourage you to look into it. Sorry, I got a lot of chat to catch up on. Yes, you might want to talk about FTC regulations in a separate video. You have a lot to say. I do. I subbed. Well, thank you, Awesome Alex Gamer. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. And it's certainly related to the future of the channel. It is, and I think I need to make a video so that everyone knows how the channel is going to work moving forward. It's not a huge change for the channel, but some of the stuff that I'm not going to be doing anymore is going to disappoint people. Like, I don't think I can stream Roblox anymore, for example. It is certainly related. F1 games and NASCAR games, yeah, those aren't directed towards children, so you should be fine. It's the money part I worry about with his work. Oh, with work. I'm not worried about that. I'm not big enough yet where, like, my life is dependent on the money I make on YouTube, so I'm not worried about it. Other people are very worried about it. That's not my main concern. Yeah, the comments and vids is a really a main concern. Yeah, it's the features that it removes, and possibly the way the YouTube's algorithm treats your video or stream changes when it's directed for kids. So that's my concern. It's about what it does to the video or the stream that I'm concerned about, more so than the money side of it. Can I become a mod? I give mods out very rarely, and to people that are on the streams a lot, like all the time. I should probably give Or one. He's here all the time. But yeah, I give mods out very rarely, and you have to be here a lot. I just have to be in the mood to do it. So watch a lot, and if I get to know you, maybe in the future. You got a point. Under 13 kids shouldn't have an account and don't have the YouTube Kids. There's still so many questions, and it seems a bit fishy on things. Right. And again, parents need to take responsibility for what their kids watch as well. Granted, under COPPA's regulations, YouTube also needs to take responsibility for having collected data on kids, and they need to do their best to mitigate collecting data on kids because, again, that does violate COPPA. But it's not necessarily YouTube's responsibility to determine whether or not a kid is using their parent's account to watch videos, because how is YouTube supposed to know that? So that's on parent side, and the collecting data is on YouTube side. YouTube needs to do whatever it can to mitigate as much of it as possible. But then, of course, parents need to be responsible for what their kids are doing and watching, and whether or not it's on YouTube main, if they're using the kids app, that kind of thing. We just got word that the FCC is going to sue YouTubers individually for not complying. Instead, YouTube is the barrel and we're the fish. Did the FCC say that? I know there were some people talking about being concerned that it was possible individual channels could be sued. Technically, anyone can sue anyone for any reason, but usually it's not financially worth it to go to court. I'm not terribly worried about that unless it happens in a few high-profile cases, but typically there's not going to be any money to be made there, and all that you're really going to get is that channel's going to stop making the thing that you're angry about them making. So I'm not too worried about the individuals suing individual YouTubers. I'm not too worried about that. I think that might have been a little hyperbolized, but people are trying to at least make some pretty big threats, that's for sure. I can make sandstone stairs using a stone cutter for that uphill path leading to your house. That'll be nice. Yeah, because I started making a path. So the stairs, that would be good for the stairs. You're right. Racing fan, yeah. I see. Again, YouTube literally just censored your comment for, I assume, just saying literally the word Roblox in it. However, half of my videos are Roblox. Here, I'll show that comment. There we go. I'll make that show. There we go. Yeah. Again, if it's all Roblox, if that's your main issue. I did those back in 2014 and 15. Yeah, and it will be retroactive. So, technically, YouTube is actually encouraging, I wouldn't even say encouraging, has actually told YouTubers, they had in a video, not a very well publicized video, but if you go to if you're in the YouTube Studio beta, which most people probably are at this point. If you're still using Classic, it won't show up. But if you're in the beta, there's a video that they just pushed out to all the creators to watch. And it basically explains that that you're supposed to go through all of your backlogged videos, which I'm not gonna do, because I've got 1,300 videos. I'm just not gonna do it. But you're supposed to go through all of your backlogged videos and actually go through and individually make sure that any of them that are for kids are marked as for kids. Now you can do it channel wide. There is a way to do it channel wide if you want. which should be your first step. You know, do a channel-wide sweep of all my videos are for kids or all of my videos are not for kids. Do whichever one most applies to you, and then go through and specifically pick out the ones that are exceptions to whichever one is an exception. But yeah, YouTube literally does want you to actually go through right now and start fixing all of your backlogged videos as well. I'm not gonna. I already did a channel-wide sweep. I'm not gonna go through all individually because that's just an insane waste of my time for something that I wasn't sued for. I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. There's only so much I'm willing to do for YouTube. I feel like I had another point, but I've completely lost what it was now. But yeah, sandstone stairs will be good for over there. I'm trying to figure out, do I want this to be completely flush? Because I've got a bit of wall. Yeah, do I want this just to be a straight wall? I need to go through and kind of start cleaning up some of this other stuff too. I don't remember what it was. I feel like I had another point I was just about to start into, and I don't even remember what it was now. Let me wander on over. See, we've got a lot of weird like hills like this that I kind of want to be flat. But we do have like a very hilly village to deal with. Okay. There's a zombie over there trying to get in. Yeah, I don't want to alarm anyone with the COPPA stuff. That's definitely not the purpose, but it's definitely got me thinking about what's going to be considered appropriate for the channel anymore. Especially with, so this is going to be me just kind of complaining a little bit, so just bear with me on that end. But I mean, really, YouTube just for the last several years at this point has been really trying to enforce that everyone's content needs to be family friendly, right? So that you're advertiser friendly. And now if you're family friendly, there's a chance you're going to get dinged as for children. And if you're for children, then you have all those bad things that I mentioned that could affect you. Yes. I'm gonna fill in this corner maybe? Nah, we'll dig out a little bit of this corner. Gotta create a perimeter a little bit. Dig this out. Do I want to lower all of this? This is kind of a hilly mess. I don't know if I want to... Where's the door on this one? The door on this one's in the on the side here. Okay, that's the door. There's a door down here because I kind of want a road. Eventually, we're gonna do like kind of gravel paths to the doors. Can the villagers even jump? Can villagers jump? Can the villager even get into this house? I think that might be partly. And let me go grab some gravel. Actually, I think we're gonna start sketching out some roads a little bit. I think that's gonna help quite a bit. Let me go grab some gravel because we're gonna make roads out of gravel for the time being. Maybe not forever, but for the time being. Where did I put gravel? Did I miss it? Do I have gravel in here? Yes, gravel. Yes. Yes, gravel. Yes. Lucchese, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. Elia. Should you fence that cliff? I wonder if the villagers may hurt themselves. Yeah, the cliff that's kind of like hanging straight up. I think I will put some kind of fence there. I'm not sure if it's going to be a different kind of wood as the other fencing or not. I haven't decided. Can't live stream Roblox anymore. I'm kind of sad. It's like you can do it, but you have to decide whether or not you're going to label it as for kids or not. And there are consequences that YouTube has kind of vaguely threatened that if you constantly say something is not for kids and YouTube determines that it is for kids and if they feel like you're abusing the system or lying, there are consequences for that. It's a little vague on what that might mean. The ones that they've definitely said that they'll do is they'll just start changing it for you with their automated systems or doing complete channel-wide changes. That's a little concerning because, you know, no one wants to feel like YouTube's forcing their channel to be something that it's not. If someone feels like, you know, that YouTube has gotten it wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I feel like, as far as a gravel path goes, this one, how do I want this path? Because I feel like there will be a little stairs here going down, probably. Actually, it's probably going to go down, so I'll probably need to go down here. And this will be the gravel path. There'll probably be a sandstone stairs here. Okay. Again, it's like you can technically do it, but it just comes with so many downsides if you label it as for kids. The alternative is you could say that it's not for kids. You could always do that, but if YouTube determines that it is, then that's the way it is. Unfortunately. Alright, I think we could definitely put in a house, like right here. I need to make some sandstone stairs. Let's make some sandstone stairs while my iron golems do their thing. Do your thing, do your thing. Got this guy here. I guess if I put sand in here, no, sand doesn't do anything. I can put some sandstone in here. I can make some sandstone stairs. Do I want to make smooth sandstone stairs? Is that a thing? It is a thing. Do I want smooth sandstone stairs? Do I want smooth sandstone stairs? What? Regular sandstone stairs. I feel like the regular sandstone stairs might stand out more than just looking regular, since we do have a lot of sand anyway. Back in on Twitch, I guess, in a way. Yeah, if you're at a point where you're okay with basically, if you're streaming and you want to jump ship to Twitch, there's always that option as well. Granted, Twitch is kind of like, I don't know. Twitch is a different ecosystem, so you have to get used to that. On Mondays, Devlin and I song plays the art room. Okay. Oh, your song I plays in the art room. I see what you're saying. By the way, I think your point you wanted to talk about was something about gaming, I think. It probably was. Yeah, if you don't fit the requirements for monetization, don't even worry about the money aspect of it. I'm more worried about features. Always be thinking about features. Eventually, if you've done something for long enough and you do it well enough and you love it well enough, the money will come. I'm not worried about that. It's the features I'm worried about. Villagers can jump 1 block. Oh, okay. They can jump 1 block. Perfect. I'm sure I've seen them do it. How else would they move across this town if they couldn't jump a block? I'm an idiot. Of course they can. Of course they can. Oof, oof. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you can make it. I'm just, what am I doing? I'm deciding what kind of stairs I want to make. I think I want to do regular. I think. Let me grab 10 of those bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? We're gonna put, I don't even have it on me. I don't need this axe on me, I guess. Let's set that there. So the idea would be like there, right? And then it goes down to this path. Which I think, I guess I could have it go, where's the door on that thing? All the way over there. I guess I could do another stairs here and then start the path here. Kind of, right? There we go. I'm just kind of plotting out. And again, I don't know if I'm sold on gravel or not, but it would give me a use for gravel. And it stands out. It sticks out from sand. It has that added benefit of sticking out from sand. So there's that. Okay. And it's kind of right up against a wall right now, but that's okay. We've also got a bunch of these funny colored like terracotta bits that are spotted all over the place. I might end up taking them out of the ground anyway and using them for, I don't know if I want to do this for the lampposts or if I want to completely redo what lampposts are going to be in the town. Maybe. Oh, I got new recipes. Ooh, nice. Also, I've got a bunch of these bushes everywhere. I think we're gonna break them. I don't mind having foliage, but I think we might do some potted plants and stuff and really beautify this desert is what we're gonna end up doing. Make a desert a home. Make a desert a home. See, look, the librarian's already coming in and out of his house. It's great. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to connect this up to down there. Yeah, yeah, heck yeah, let's do it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But I don't know, there's probably more I wanted to say, probably more I wanted to complain about, but it's been the point that I'm really trying to make at the, like right now is that that's just kind of what's on my mind a lot in terms of the future of the channel and that kind of thing and what I'll be streaming. Really nervous about some stuff because I really don't want to be non-compliant with something and that just ends up getting me into trouble for stuff down the road. That's kind of my concern. I don't want to I don't want to do something or not do something that's going to just ultimately put my channel in jeopardy down the road for some reason. That's kind of the larger concern. And I don't want it to be like, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm overreacting to something either. But it is happening. It is a thing. Okay. I think we got room to set a house in, like right here too. And I'm thinking too, we could even put some houses on top of houses. Because again, yeah, or at least maybe some houses, hey there buddy, do some that are 1 story, some that are 2 story. We could do some different tiered stuff. Okay. This is kind of slowly driving me insane. That's a staircase. I need sand. There you go. For now. I should probably just knock that whole thing down, but that's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit and slowly figure out what streets are gonna look like. It's a process. Look, it's a process. That's why we do a stream. That's why this isn't a video. This is a whole stream so that I've got lots of time to look at it and think about it and talk to you guys and hang out and just kind of do the thing. Just whatever you do, just do the thing. But anyway, I hope I don't come off too much like I'm complaining about nonsense. I hope it makes sense. My concerns. Because again, I do want to emphasize that I fully understand the whole don't be collecting data on children. That's what COPPA is about, you know. I get that. I'm not trying to be anti the COPPA Act itself. It's more about YouTube's implementation of how, like, of its policy to combat, to become COPPA compliant. It's the implementation of its policy to do so that I am concerned with. Just, yeah. Yeah. I think that's clear. Do I want to fill this in with sand, or do I want to, maybe. Like, how, because this building, I feel like, okay, so I feel like this needs to be filled in with sand for sure. This alleyway, what do I want you filled in with? It's kind of awkward. Let's do that. At least that way it's half and half-ish. I'm kind of squaring things off, I suppose, is kind of what I'm doing. Just kind of squaring it off. I need to figure out you know what I need? You know what would help a lot? If I could figure out like where like the grand entrance of the village is. Like if you were coming into the village, what would be the entrance to this village, right? That's kind of an interesting point. I've been using that side gate over there, but that just goes out to the sea and over there. That's a side entrance. That's definitely an entrance though. This is definitely an entrance, so maybe I should have a road here. And maybe roads can be, if I had like a main street, like main streets, they could be, oopsie, like 2 gravel wide, and then like little paths that go to people's houses or gardens or stuff, that can be like 1 wide. That could make sense. Me trying to bottle it up and not say anything. Gonna explode, Jessica. Bottle it up and explode. Aaron Nation, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. Hello, hello. Is memes considered for all or for kids? Because we saw some memes that are definitely not for kids. Again, context will be key. Memes are typically not in video format, so images are not what's at play, because YouTube has nothing to do with collecting data from kids for looking at images. If you're talking about video memes, I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. That's a whole nother realm. Also make some fountains or small waterfall to make it look like an oasis. I like that. I like the idea of fountains. We have a well, but we don't have any fountains. We should definitely do, I want to do some fountains up by my house for sure, because I want to make that really pretty. But yeah, I don't know where they'll go in town just yet. Let's burst out laughing. The village already looks neater. Yeah, it's already looking a little sharper, a little cleaner, a little less muddy, but there's still quite a bit to go. And it's just little tweaks. And we can name streets and put signposts around. We can absolutely do that. And that'll actually be kind of fun, because maybe I can let you guys kind of like pick the names of those streets and stuff. I can get your guys' input on what street names should be. That'll be good. I think that'll be pretty good. I actually would have liked to be able to do like terracotta or whatever this is as streets. Terracotta streets would have been pretty baller, but I don't actually know how to make terracotta, or if I just have to find it all, and I don't know how rare it is. We can always replace all the gravel with something like terracotta or something if we ever get a lot of it. In the meantime, for now, terracotta will do. I mean, gravel will do. All right, so if this is the main road, because it goes to the main farm, and eventually I'll have some kind of path, like a dirt path or whatever that goes over to my camp too, just because it's kind of like, you know, a main work area, right? So this is kind of a main street because of that side path out that way. Oops, I don't know why I just put that immediately right back down in the same spot. I'm gonna end up running out of gravel, so what's gonna happen? How much gravel do I have? Okay. I'll be sad when I'm out of gravel. Every time I set a piece of gravel down where I don't want it and I have to pick it back up, I'm like, oh god, it's gonna turn into flint. I'm just gonna lose it. So this is definitely one main entrance going out that way. I should probably also consider this bridge to be another main entrance. It's not really an entrance in and out, but I should make it into one, honestly. Because like I've got this like intermediary area before you go over to the cows and sheep. I should like make this a gate that goes out, because I feel like I should have a waypost out there in the wilderness somewhere for my acacia forest. So this is kind of like a main path as well. It's only 1 wide instead of 2, because I made the bridge 3 wide, so it's kind of a slightly awkward size for what we're kind of dealing with, but bloop, bloop. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward size, and I do have this garden kind of an awkward place for a street, for a main street to be, but we'll deal with it to the best that we can. The village is having a town meeting about all these changes I've been making around here. They don't like it. They don't like all this new gravel and stuff. Oh, this newfangled gravel technology that MagicManMo is trying to put on everybody. We don't want it. I think we should definitely have a street that goes over to here for sure. A main street, though? Probably not a main street. I'm just kind of looking around, trying to figure out how I want the roads to operate. Yeah, this garden is kind of actually in a really strange place. But I feel like, because this is kind of like the main, like, almost like a main street, because it goes to the well and to the bell. To the well and the bell. Actually, our water is kind of missing some water along this. I should fill that in with water. Do I have a bucket on? I do. I have my milk bucket. Let me drink my milk. Nom, 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 nom. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit. We got a water situation here. There you go. That's better. We'll take some water with us. You never know when you need some water. I can go get some more milk from a cow, but I feel like yes. I feel like yes. I feel like we should have a street that goes up this way, kind of right beside that lamppost, I suppose, these 2 spots. And then when it kind of gets up to here, it can take a sharp right and then head to this staircase that goes up to the house as well. Okay. Because there is kind of a lamppost here. Okay. Let's try that. How much gravel do I have? I got 59 gravel left. I do not have probably enough gravel to actually make this happen. So let me, instead of doing a 2 wide path, let's switch to 1 wide for now. Let's see how far we can get here. Probably not super far. We'll probably run out of gravel, but, and then we can continue to do more sand stuff. But like I say, I kind of want the main roads to be 2 wide. Where do I want the stairs to begin? Actually, I kind of want, it's like, don't turn into flint. The one time I don't want flint. Because the stairs will go there. And then we'll pop back down. And then we'll have a stairs here. Because then we have more path. Oh, jeez, what are you? What was that? It was a freaking giant manta ray in the sky. What was that? What are those? Oh geez, they're coming. Am I safe in here? That sounds horrifying. what are those? Can I kill one? Can I try to kill one? Can I lure one inside this house and murder one? What is that? There's a giant manta ray in the sky. Can I get you? When I go inside, they kind of can't figure out how to get to me. Yeah, you can't quite figure out how to get to me. What the frick are you? Oh, here comes one. Haha, I hit you. Yeah, how do you feel about that? Haha, have at ya. I've got armor for days. I will fight you. Do they drop anything interesting? Come here. Oh, there. Oh, got one. Oh, I got one. Did he drop anything? Did I get anything? I don't think so. Oh, I'm getting a little beat up. I'm getting a little hungry. Where are you at? I will destroy you. What even is it? There you go. Come back down here. Fight me like a flying man. Like a flying manta ray. Ah, there you go. Is that all of them? Was it just the two? I don't think they dropped anything. I got some experience points. I've never seen that in my life. Akon SAD, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. Hello, hello. Gotta go back to bed. Get up at 4:30. Thanks for the info. I'll come back to you, check your channel out before more. Well, thank you, Donnie the Crusader. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in future streams. Good night. Sleep tight. Let the bed bugs bite. If we find the Badlands, we can get a lot of terracotta. Okay, we'll have to find the Badlands. Terracotta streets would be really nice. I think so too. Like red streets, maybe? I don't know what colors we want to go for, but yeah, I think we could find some good stuff. Should have an exploration stream sometime? For sure. No, we definitely will. I've been putting it off because I'm a chicken, but we've also been doing stuff around here. You finally experienced the phantoms? Phantoms? Is that what they are? You can kill them. They drop phantom membranes sometimes. I don't know what the membranes are for. Maybe for some potions. My God. Is that the... Oh, is that like the wacky stuff that happens when you don't sleep? Is that what it was? Is that thing that people were telling me to like... That if I don't sleep, it's gonna attack me? That's gotta be it, right? There, I slept. Leave me alone, phantoms. I don't want to be attacked at night when I'm trying to just make some streets. Back in my day, when you used to play Minecraft, you could just work all night and all day and nobody would care, nobody would stop you. Oh man, those days are long gone. The days of being unharassed while doing your street work are long gone. Actually, I'm actually surprised a little bit how much of the ground in the village is sandstone and not sand. I never realized just how much is actually sandstone. Okay, I suppose we should go right up to the well. I might even want to move the bell. I hope moving the bell doesn't have like some sort of weird effect on the villagers. I hope that doesn't become like, you know, some weirdness happens. Shouldn't be a problem. We don't actually have a ton of this iron golem in here. We don't have a ton of sandstone. It should be noted. We don't have a ton of it. So as far as like making houses and stuff, we'll have to, you know, be, I don't know, frugal or something to figure out like what we want to make the house out of, what they're gonna look like, that kind of thing. Alright, so this will go here because it'll be a double wide because the street will come up this way. And then stairs. I'll put that torch back down right there for now. And then the path would come up to here. I made it, and then like, yeah. And I'll have it go like all the way to the well, I suppose, because why not? It could go all the way to the well. Okay. And like I say, I kind of want it to turn and make its way to that stairs. Eventually I'll have a path coming around that side as well, but I don't know what that's going to look like just yet. Do I want, if I move the bell, I guess I really only, if the path is gonna be too wide, I really kind of need to move it over just like one spot. Again, hopefully this isn't a problem. There, I dinged it a bunch of times, so if that did anything to the status of the village, we should be okay. To the status of the village. Village status report. Am I out of gravel? No, I got 16 of it. I do not have a lot of gravel left. I knew we were gonna run out and get low. When we go mining again, we might be able to find some more gravel. I don't know how I want to approach this street light's kind of in the way. I don't know if I want to go around it. I might. Because I might want to put buildings around here. Because what if I turn, because if this is stairs, right? The stairs would be there. So the path would actually come over to here. Right? We'd have gravel here. So there's a little room on either side. Okay. So actually, I can actually go all the way to the light and actually turn. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Villager, did you just come and bonk me? I had a villager just walk up to me and bonk me, sir. Do you not know that I'm the mayor of this here town? Whoa. Does anyone else see that there's 305 concurrent viewers right now? That ain't right. That can't possibly be right. I just looked over. Phantom memory. I'm just concerned at how many channels split up. Half my videos are Roblox, so it's forced to change them to made for kids. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens with all that. I don't know what's going on right now. My concurrent viewership number says 555 right now. That can't be right. That's hilarious. And now it's back down to 347. That's funny. Does anyone else see that? Does it look like that live? Hang on. I gotta see what my stream looks like from my app. That's gotta be a bug. I just looked over and I saw 300. I'm like, excuse me? Hang on a sec. This can't be real. There's no way. My YouTube app says 616 people are watching right now. Does anyone else see that, or is it just me? Is that just a bug? It's not focusing. That's gotta be a bug. What is happening? That's a glitch? That can't be real. What the? Oh man, if I got raided by like some like multi-million number channel or some nonsense and that happened, I would literally be sitting here just like I am now going, impossible. It's not happening. Lies. That's a weird bug. I just looked over and I saw 300 and I was like, excuse me? What? Couldn't run that by me again. All right, yeah, we're gonna just be shy of gravel to get all the way over to there, but we can put one piece right here so that we know what direction we're heading in. I'll have to get some more gravel, but we've got kind of the main lie of where the main street's gonna go, because then the street will go up that stairs and that goes to my house eventually, and we'll have our fountains and stuff. It just hit over 1,000. What the frick is wrong? Oh, that's a funny bug. And it's down to 900. Perfect. And does it, what's my graph look like? It looks like a huge freaking spike in viewership. Oh man, could you imagine like 1,000 people watching this, but like 2 people talking? That's gonna look really funny on my analytics later. If it shows up on my analytics, that's gonna look hilarious. All right. Now this, again, we still have to figure out where I want to put some buildings and stuff. I do want to knock out a little bit of space right here, because this structure is already here, and I don't want it to be too tight of a space. I'm gonna clear this out a little bit, and I'm gonna fill this in a little bit. Sand. Just square it off nicely. And this nonsense, we'll go ahead and dig this out. Again, because if it's squared off, we can actually make some buildings out of it nicely. 1,300? What? I hope YouTube just keeps skyrocketing that up to like 10 bazillion. How high is it gonna go? Just how high? All right. And then over here, this is a little fiddly looking because of the stairs. I think I want to knock. I think I want to knock this down. We'll probably have to do something that looks a little more natural right here. I'm not sure if I want it just completely straight off like that. I don't know. That, or we'll have to do something with these spots down here. Make that into sandstone as well, just kind of match the aesthetic. Because I feel like we'll have, because this is going to be some kind of road as well. Some kind of, not road, but path to get into the library, obviously. I don't know what that will look like, but I think for now, I'm going to shovel out a little bit around the building, since it seems like the building's on, yeah, this level. It's up to 1,700. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. This is great. As someone who studies and looks at YouTube a lot on his own time, this is hilarious. I'm going to find out later that because I put the word COPPA in my title, that it's going to just be nuts. Now that 1,500 people are watching, you have to stay longer. Haha. I would absolutely have to. I won't need to matter. I'm quitting YouTube in December. Oh no, why? Why are you quitting December? Why are you quitting in December? Also, why December? I don't think I should stress this. I don't believe any of the changes that are coming to YouTube. Again, you do whatever you want and whatever you feel like is healthy and that you need to do. If you're quitting for other reasons, I completely understand. But as far as the COPPA stuff goes, I don't think that's a reason to quit YouTube. I don't think it's a reason for anyone to panic. As far as the COPPA stuff goes, I don't think it's a reason to panic necessarily, but I think it is going to force people to make some tough decisions about their content on YouTube, basically, is what I think. Like me, like, you know, I'm really, you know, at the point where it's like I'm probably not going to do Roblox content on the channel anymore because of its inherent attractiveness for children. And even if I'm not trying to direct my content for children, it's hard to actually deny that inherent attractiveness. And again, if attractiveness is all you need for the FTC for to consider COPPA compliance, then that's a problem. That becomes problematic. So I don't think it's a reason to panic. I just think it means that people will have to really more closely consider what content they're putting on their channel, which is a bummer for some people. I'm gonna clean this up. I do want to keep replacing the torches that I'm knocking down just so that I don't get snuck up. I don't want there to be a dark spot that I could get murderized by. Do I have any more shovels on me? I don't think so. I think I went through my shovels. We got lots of shovels. Oh, we never went and got... I got so distracted by stuff that I never went and got my sugar cane after I did my wheat farm. I need to go get my sugar cane because we need to get some more emeralds. And we can go buy like 1,000,000 shovels from the tool guy. From Tool Time Tim. All right, let's grab some shovels. I am literally intentionally still keeping my raw fish on me in case we come across any kitty cats that we want to tame. I got some stuff on me that I don't need to have on me. My bone can go in here. My bone meal can go in here. My string can go in here. My axe is almost broken, but I don't want to get rid of it. We'll put my fence away. My rotten flesh actually goes in food, believe it or not. My cobblestone can go over to here. And my terracotta, I don't have a place for at the moment, so it's going to go in the junk drawer. I don't need it on me. I'm not building anything with it. My sticks and my fence can go into my wood products chest. And then my sandstone is smooth sandstone. I'm gonna hang on to it because I'm kind of building stuff with it, so I'm a little short on inventory space, but we're okay right now. We're kind of fiddling around. We're fiddling around a little bit. A lack of motivation. Motivation is something that's really strange on YouTube, and I'll talk about that here in a second. We could hang the bell to the ceiling of the well or fountain, whatever it's called. Would it be yeah, we could. Is that gonna be a problem for the village? Probably not. There's a place in New York apparently makes cookie dough look like ice cream. Makes cookie dough look like ice cream? I feel like you could just put the cookie dough in the ice cream and that would just be sufficient, right? We could. The well isn't quite the right size to put the bell directly in the middle, which is slightly sad. I'm gonna leave the bell there for now because if we do I feel like we could do like a bell tower. That would be kind of cool. A little one. It wouldn't have to be huge, but like a bell tower, that would be kind of neat. Unless we made a huge bell tower and put like a redstone clock in it. I've done that before. Well, not a clock. I made a lighthouse, but I could use the same principles to make a clock. It would be completely unnecessary. Oh, we could actually even use, I forgot that there's like a daylight sensor, but I don't think does it emit different levels of redstone based on how much light there? I don't know. That's a story for another day. Anyway, it's a little dark over here. Do I need a torch? Slap it down. Slap it down. Slap it down. Oh, kitty cat. Hang on. Fish. Hang on. I got one raw salmon. Let's try to use up the rest of my salmon. Okay, fishy. Okay. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hey, buddy, I need to replace the cat that blew up at the beginning of the stream. I had a cat explode at the beginning of the stream, and I need to replace him with a new cat. You can be that cat. How would you like to be my replacement cat? You're not the same color, but I will take it. I can't believe my stream still says 1,800 people watching. I can't believe that glitch is just still a thing. It's going to make my analytics all kinds of screwed up. I'm not going to top this record for a very long time. If it shows up in the analytics, like, oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy. Blam. Oh, and he's off. He apparently did not like salmon. He just bolted. Well, I got some cod. I don't have a lot. I got 3 pieces of cod. Do you like cod? Do you prefer cod? Do you like cod? Instead of salmon, I hear you. You didn't sneak up behind me, did you? Where'd you go? Is he behind the house? I don't know if he went left or right. Meow. Where did you go? You little runner? Oh, there. Oh, there you are. He was hiding around the corner. Okay. You gotta kind of sneak up on him. You gotta make him think it's his idea. Or her. Oh. Pay attention. Notice me. Hang on. Turn around. Notice the fish. Smell the fish. Be the fish. Come on, buddy. I don't want to be moving when he turns around and looks at me. Man, I just do not get any better at this ever. Butts and bananas. Oh, no. Oh, he was walking towards me, then he ran away. I blame the villager. Meow. Hey, buddy. I can't see. Oh, I see you. Oh, come on, you turd. Oh, yes. No, don't freak out. Oh, he was coming my way. Why'd you freak out? Usually you can look at the cat and he won't freak out. It's just when you moved. Oh, yes. That didn't work, and now I'm out of fish. I don't know if he just didn't like it. He got those little black marks. I don't have any fish. All right, well, I won't be able to get him. We'll have to go fishing again and get a bunch of fish on standby. The reason for lack of motivation is because of how rough a year I've had. I had to experience 5 racing-related deaths this year. Oh, that's sad. Did I spawn Belgium? I mean, that's sad, but you also can't let things going on in the world prevent you from doing the things that you want to do. If you don't want to do YouTube anymore, you don't have to do it. No one's forcing you to do it, but you can't let the horribleness of the world be the reason you stop putting greatness back out into it. And I feel like when it comes to YouTube and making content, even if you just do it for yourself, eventually, because you're creating something, because you're creating a product, whether you create videos, whether you end up just writing or painting or doing music or just whatever you create, whatever you put out into the world, even if you just do it for yourself, by nature of creating something that can be observed and enjoyed by others, you're putting some small piece of goodness back out into the world. And that's my take on it. When there's terrible things that happen out in the world, we just had that school shooting in the States, which I try not to talk about that kind of stuff on stream because, I don't want to talk about all the terribleness in the world necessarily on stream. I don't want to put people down when we're all trying to have a good time here, right? But like I say, we had this horrible situation that happened in the States, the school shooting. I can let that get to me, and I can feel down, and I can feel like I'm not motivated to stream. I can go that route, or I can try to remind myself that I enjoy doing this. I like doing this, and it puts just a tiny modicum of extra good maybe back into the world. And if it succeeds in doing that, then maybe on some small, tiny way I can sort of counter that badness in the world, right? So again, I don't know your situation, but as far as motivation goes, that's what I try to remember, right? That's what I try to remember when I'm thinking like, you know, is this worth doing? Do I like doing this? Am I motivated to do it? And sometimes you lose, you know. Sometimes you try to motivate yourself and sometimes you just lose. Sometimes you're like, I'm not motivated, I'm skipping today, and that kind of thing. Sometimes that happens. We're all human, right? And that's fair. So again, this is not me trying to like force you into like, no, you must do YouTube. Everybody who's anybody does YouTube. But just if you're feeling like you're lacking motivation and you don't want to be, just try to think of it like that maybe, and maybe that'll help a little bit in some way. We have a bunch of villager zombies coming this way. I got some stairs. How much stairs do I got 2 stairs left. I'm gonna figure out where I want my equipment. Yeah, let's go make some more stairs real quick. But yeah, motivation's hard. Motivation's really tricky, and I don't think it gets easier. Motivation's always hard. Like, coming from my writing, I don't want to say writing background because it sounds like I've actually done worthwhile writing, but like, you know, when you talk to other people that write or other writers, motivation's such a hard one. Like, you know, writer's block, when you're just trying to keep the motivation to keep going, and you're like, oh, I'd much rather just do anything else. Like when you're trying to sit down and write, it's like, oh, all of a sudden I really want to do my laundry. Oh, all of a sudden I've got dishes to do. Oh, all of a sudden working out sounds like a lovely idea. All of a sudden you have like a million other things you'd rather be doing than actually doing the thing that you want to be doing, right? Motivation's hard. Motivation's super hard. So don't, you know, me saying all of this, don't let me try to minimize the difficulty of motivating yourself. Motivation's very hard. But I don't want you to feel like it's a pit, because like, lack of motivation, like not having the motivation to do something, can feel like a pit. Like you've done something. Am I doing this wrong? Or like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not motivated? Don't I want to do this? What's wrong with me? And then you end up kind of putting all of that blame on yourself. And don't feel that way either, because that's not fair to yourself. Your feelings and emotions at any given state, especially like you say, if you've got deaths affecting your emotional state, that's valid. That's valid. This is not me trying to invalidate those feelings and emotions by any stretch of the imagination. How do I want to turn this around? I think I want to go up here. Do this. There we go. Because then it'd turn and go that way. Clear this out a little bit. Yeah, where the stairs would go. So like I'd have a platform here, and then the stairs would go here, like that. Eventually, I'd have gravel going up this way. I'm just kind of looking at what this would look like right now. You know, I hope you don't feel like I'm coming after you with all this talk. Like I'm like, time to directly come after what you just said. I should just make all the rest of this into stairs. Yeah, I should just make the rest of that into stairs. I keep trying to do a little bit at a time because I didn't want to go through too much sandstone. But it's like I need the stairs. I keep needing more stairs. But it's gonna be something like this. And then the path will come this way. And I don't know how I want the stairs to come together and like... Why does it look red over there? Do I have a red light over here? Why does it look red right here? There's a creeper over there. Do I have a blood moon? Is there a blood moon in the sky? Why does it looks red, right? On stream? Yeah, it kind of looks red, right? I'm not crazy. This is disturbing that the bell would not be centered. I think my chat is from like a million years ago. I don't know how long it took me to like catch up to it. You gotta make him think it's his idea. That's so true. With the cat, you have to make the cat think it was his idea all along. But yeah, I think I'll have the gravel path meet up in the middle somewhere here, and then of course I'll have a path that goes actually to the door. Okay, and it'll but how wide do I want the path that goes to the door? I'll probably make the path that goes to the door kind of fancy because it's, you know, my estate, my house. So it'll probably be like, I'll probably make it like 3 wide, and I'll have like a fountain garden situation. So probably something 3 wide, maybe even try to like coax some exotic trees or something into the desert, like an oasis situation like we talked about before. So something that kind of goes along this way and would meet down here somewhere. Okay. This iron golem is in my way. He's throwing off my groove. You're throwing off my groove, golem. So like if we did, so there's that. So the stairs would go like there. Golem, really get out of my way. I'm doing things here right now. Okay. I'd probably have to dig inward a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, and then that would go up that way. Perfect. I think that'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, good meeting about here, and the path would go up here, and there'd be a path going straight down, and again, I'd have like kind of gardeny bits flanking either side. I'm kind of really sad that we didn't quite make it to 2,000 viewers on that glitch. I didn't see it though. If we did, I missed it. I was kind of hoping we'd get that far. It got really high. It got to like 1,900. That glitch was hilarious. Ugh. Racer Man, you gotta go. I'm tired and tad stressed, not because of the COPPA thing, however. All right, well, have a great night. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out in the stream. Hope to see you in future ones. Take care of yourself. Take care. All right. We have a bunch of, like, red lights. Is it from the terracotta? Is it like a reflection off the terracotta? Makes things look kind of reddish? It might be. It might be. I feel like this is kind of just a dumpster fire. I need to figure out what I'm doing with this little section, this little hill bit. I'll say I have a staircase here. I don't know where I'm going to connect a road up to it. Probably from the well, maybe, because there's some lights and stuff going on here, so I'm not entirely sure. Because I'll probably have a road that goes to the storage too. Okay. Let's sand that out, I think. Yeah, let's square this off slightly. That is sandstone. There we go. That's... Well, now I feel like because this goes to right here, this needs to be... Okay, this needs to be leveled a little bit. There we go. And then that can go that way. All right. And then this... Do I want to level this part off, or do I want to make it taller? I could put some kind of house here on this corner if I actually fill it in instead, maybe. I kind of want to mine out this terracotta, though. Let me keep the terracotta. I can fill the gap in with sand. Like that? Okay. Because we might be able to, because then if I fill this in, maybe a building or something can go here. I might even lower a section of this. Again, I don't know what I'm doing with this road, but we'll figure that out eventually. Maybe once we build some buildings, it'll make them a lot more sense. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Because we've got a path that's kind of coming along here that eventually kind of needs to go down. But yeah, we need a staircase eventually going down because it needs to level out. It could be, do I want it right here? Or do I want to we'll clear this line out as well. Yes. We'll put a stairs here. That's a little path. That's a little path. It sure is. And we're gonna clear this out a little bit. Because I want some space around whatever this is. And again, I think I'm gonna clear out this terracotta. That way I can kind of start collecting it, keeping it, maybe using it for a different and better project of some kind. I don't know what yet, but something. I should probably just knock down the lampposts altogether. I should probably just knock, because like this one's like, ooh, whoa, what did I do? Oh, I hit a button. I should probably, because like this one's like so high up and doing like nothing interesting. I think we should just knock this down. I think we'll have to rethink our lanterns, our like lamps, our like street lamps. I think we're gonna rethink some of these. These ones don't make a lot of sense. There's a couple that we ran by, like our streets run close to and by, and they might, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna rethink this. And we can even do different colors if it, like, oopsie, that's not what I meant to put. If we do the different, like if we do a block, like if we do a colored block on top, we can even use different colored walls to have different colored lamp posts if we really wanted to. What is this? Something like that. Imagine you accidentally hit a golem and this is how we died. That would be so bad. Like when we were pushing that golem around up by my house, if I was just trying to push him around and then I smacked him. It must be the reflection of the terracotta. It's gotta be. We can use some terracotta in our tiny houses that we built. We could use some. In fact, like some of these houses that are pre-built have terracotta in them as well, like as trim. And we could kind of emulate something like that. We just don't have a lot of terracotta ourselves. All right, this section around this house is just kind of a nightmare. Let's clear this out. Nightmare might be a little hyperbolic. It's just a nightmare. This is just an unmitigated disaster. Yeah. And then some of these sections where the fence is, like right here, I don't know if we'll have to lower the fence or what I want to do about that to make it look like this looks less sensible now, but we'll have to figure that out. I also need to move all of these things to like more, again, more sensible locations. What do I want to do with this space? I feel like I probably want to fill it in. I know I'm kind of using some of the sand that we could be using to make glass and therefore lots of money out of, but we do have an entire desert at our disposal, so we do have access to more sand should we so desire. Yeah, I figured I'd fill in some of this to put a house or of some kind here. I'll have to raise the fence. Did I get rid of my fence? I did. Hang on, I need to raise. No one walk out of that fence. I swear to God, if people just start booking it out of the fence, I'm gonna lose my mind. So let's go try to grab some more fence from storage and fix that, make it at least taller for now. We can address it. If we need to address the problem differently, we can later. There we go. It's getting dark. Hey, kitty cat. I wish I could tame you, but I don't have any more fish. I need to go fishing. I want to do a stream. I probably won't because that would be so boring. I want to do a stream that's just me fishing. Just like 2 hours of me fishing. I think it would be funny. Maybe it'll be a members only stream for just Falavora. If we can get Falavora to come watch me fish for 2 hours. No. That'd be pretty great though. Do I want to dig this out? Or do I want to fill it in? Because if I could, I kind of want to raise the level. Yeah, I kind of want to raise the level of all of this by 1, all of the empty spots. Yep, I kind of want to do that. Yep. I brought a bunch of fence though, so we can make this taller by 1, so that's okay. We can make that happen. Yeah, that's not what there we go. Got a torch out there. I'll just leave it there for now. It's not going anywhere. It'll be okay. Time to make the great fence wall of Desertopolis. Did we ever name this place? We never named this village. We haven't really gone into the whole banners thing like we were so into. God darn it. Like we were so into with the other one, with the other world. There we go. We never really got into it like that. We need to name this place. We gotta put a banner here. We're gonna make some maps. Boop. Oopsie. I got more sand. More sand. We always have more sand. Yeah, I need a little bit more. There we go. I feel better about that. I feel a lot better about that. Okay, cool. I still need to clean up this corner, but I feel a lot better about having that all one level. This, I'm gonna clear this line out. You just have to chip away a bit from the outside and slowly work your way in, and it just kind of slowly zens itself into looking a little bit more proper. Slowly, but surely. It's like, you know, slowly pruning a bonsai tree, or slowly grooming a beard. Maybe one day in the future we can turn all the fence into some kind of wall built with sandstone and terracotta. We can put giant fancy gates too. That would be good. Let's harvest the show. Oh, I forgot about the sugar cane again. Let's go harvest that sugar cane. I think COPPA distracted me from a lot of it. Let's go sleep in this bed so we can go harvest the sugar cane in the light. I hate how I go to bed and I see cat was blown up by creeper. So sad. Don't remind me, game. Cat was blown up by creeper. There's a bunch of burning zombies out there. Sugar, sugar, honey bunch. There we go. Get that sugar cane. And we're gonna turn it all into paper and sell it all, of course. And then I don't know what we're gonna buy with all our emeralds. Again, I don't know if we should go to the toolsmith and just buy like so many shovels. Because we have like 19 emeralds. We have like a lot of emeralds. And somebody died up there. Yeah, I see some bones. No arrows though, just bones. I'm collecting bones. We've got so many bones that if we ever start doing dogs again, start collecting dogs, we're gonna have so many dogs. Yeah, suck it, creeper. Yeah, suck it, creeper. Collect this gunpowder. You never know. How am I doing on arrows? 37 on me. I think I've got. Do I have more ammunition? I might need to go buy some more from the Fletcher. Got you. Yes. Some bones over here too, actually. Oh, and some arrows. Nice. I'll take them. Nom 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 nom. Oh, this armor's enchanted too. Ooh, you get a full set of enchanted armor. Respiration 1. Ooh, that's kind of neat for breathing, fire protection, and some projectile protection. Okay. Okay, sure. Why not? I'll take it. I'll go put it in my armor's chest. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it all yet, but I'll put it in my armor's chest. Yep. Let's turn our sugar cane. Sugar, sugar. Put that armor away. Let's go make some emeralds. Armor, armor, armor. And we can put a couple of our things away, our bones and stuff. All of our golems need to stop wandering into here and like being in here because they're not gonna do any good for us in here. Terracotta. How much terracotta did I put in my junk drawer? Like 2. That's orange. Oh, I guess I got more red. Or I guess it's not even red, it's regular terracotta. I got 24 regular, 2 orange, 1 blue. So yeah, I don't have a lot of this stuff. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna use it. I just don't have a lot of the stuff. So we can't we can't make a whole building out of it, but we can make some. All right, let's go find, do we want to do the librarian or the cartographer? Let's do the librarian again. I like upgrading the library. Oh, there's a golem on top of the building, on top of the library. Hey, buddy, I got some paper for you. We're trying to get you from apprentice to journeyman. And you need 24, so 18 is not gonna quite cut it. All right, I'm out. Whoop. Oh yeah, we're up to 27 now. I thought we had 19, we had 25, so we have a lot. Did I have more paper and bio stuff? I had 4 sheets, 22. What did he need? 24, I think. So we were a little shy of another emerald, but that's okay. Alrighty. But yeah, that's our sugar cane. Sugar. I see a spot where I want to fill in some sand, maybe? Yeah, right here. Oopsie. Whoops. Whoa, that's not what I'm trying to do at all. There we go. Maybe. Do I want to shovel you? Or do I want to fill this spot in? Yeah, this comes up this way. Do I want to fill this in taller? Like, do I actually want to do, like, fill? Maybe. Yeah, maybe I do. Let's do that. That way I've got a double wide space here for whatever I might want to put here. I don't, like a bench or something. I'll be like a bench for in case you climb up all these stairs and, oh, I must rest. I must rest myself. I also feel like we're gonna have to do something with this huge kind of like flat wall that we've created for ourselves. I don't know what it'll be yet. I don't know if we want to put our giant map there or what, but we'll have to put something there for sure. All right. I think I've got some sand on me. I think we should start outlining some spot. How much sandstone do I have on me? I got 64 smooth sandstone. I got some cut sandstone. I feel like, let me go get some cut. Let's go make some more cut sandstone. Because I think that's going to look fancier than the smooth stuff. What is that? Just slabs? Okay. Let me get some cut sandstone. I don't know how to do that. Smooth stuff, can I just turn it into cut? Or is that the case where I have to do like the foursies? No? That's smooth. How do I get cut sandstone? Oh, I think I just need... I think I need regular sandstone. So I have a bunch of smooth. Can I turn smooth into regular? Yeah, this is the regular stuff. That's how you get cut. By doing the regular and doing that. Okay. But I can't turn smooth into it. Okay, good to know. Because I feel like some cut stuff, maybe a combination of cut and smooth and regular or something. And as well as the terracotta for some buildings. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some regular sandstone down and start marking the foundations of some of our buildings. So these buildings are like what? They're like what, 3x3s on the inside? So should a house be a 3x3 on the inside for basically, yeah, basically all the houses for the villagers are like 3x3s. So the houses are all 5x5s, right? Is that all, basically all of them? Except for a few of these special structures that are like different purposes or whatever. They're all 5x5, aren't they? Oh, they are. Okay. I think, okay, we've got some sandstone. I'm gonna start putting down corner blocks to where I want to put some houses, I think. I know we're going really long tonight. I just didn't feel like stopping. So if that's a spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that, I kind of wanted a space in between the buildings for walking around. So I think I might push it over a little bit, which we can do. That is not outside the realm of possibility. We can grab some sand, fill this in right here. I'm messing with my earbud. So sandstone, and then, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the other corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, perfect. I can fit a building in right here. There'd be like a building right here as a neighbor to this guy. And we'd probably get a door like right here, like literally as neighbors, and the back is over here. Perfect. So that would be a cool neighbor spot. Can I fit one in over here in this corner? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4. I could push the fence further back 1. I got some extra fence. I could push the fence back 1 if I wanted to get the 5x5, the perfect 5x5 in. I think we'll do that. We're here. We can do that. We can make that happen. It wouldn't be overly complicated or anything. I got my axe. My axe is almost broken. Ooh. And there it goes. And no more axe. We'll punch it to death. I need to go grab another axe, but let's punch this to death just for now, for a second. And then let's So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would go here. In fact, I kind of want to, let me fill in with sand. That's not sand, that's a torch. Silly me. Torches aren't sand. There we go. And the fence would go this way. I keep watching old videos of kids baking championship. I think I've seen like one video of that maybe on TV at one point in time. Well, the time you didn't fall into water and harvest all 3 sugarcane accidentally. I know, I actually really tried not to. I actually thought about it really hard. I don't know if you can go to that image link. Image link? I don't see an image link. YouTube probably censored it out. I can't see it. Unless you're talking about like on Discord or something. I love the twists and that shut. Oh. Totally out of the blue. Yeah, I don't watch it much. I was for a while pretty into watching cooking shows. I was pretty like Chopped and Iron Chef, Restaurant Impossible, that kind of thing. Restaurant Impossible is not really a cooking show, but whatever cooking network that was on. There you go. Butts. I didn't mean to. I need to go get another axe, but I'm too lazy. Oh, there we go. Make that a little taller so that it can't be walked out of for the time being. So I'm just putting down foundation. Thought I heard a zombie, but maybe not. I'm just putting down foundation so that the house can go right here, and we can have a door like right here, and then that can connect up to this path. So that's pretty good. I like that. This thing needs to go. This thing needs to go somewhere that isn't right here in the back. This needs to go somewhere where, like, I don't know, what even is it? This is the cartography table. This can go, you know what, just for now, just slap it down right here, just for now. Because over here in the back is where I think I want to put some more houses. Because heck yeah. How much space do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Possibly 9. I don't have enough for 2 houses to fit quite the way I would like it to. Okay. But we can still put a house kind of toward the back corner here. It doesn't have to be right up against the fence, though. We can give ourselves a little room to work with and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That'll give me a little room to walk around the building if I need to get to the fence. Now I can put the door like here and connect up over there if I want, or where else I might have a path. But I feel like some more buildings can go around here somewhere. How do I want to fit in? It's weird because it's like a weird width. Oh, can I just jump over that? Oh God, if I can jump over that, villagers can too. Okay, I need to take care of that. All right. Good to know. I see that Enderman. Please don't look at him and kill me. Please don't murder me, Mr. Enderman. Please no murder. Please no murder me. Don't murder me today. Okay. If I can jump over it, villagers can, and if villagers can, they can be lost. So we're gonna make the fence a little bit tall. I mean, there's no reason a villager should run right up on top of this. It's because it's connected to this. That's what's giving me the extra height. There's no reason a villager would do this, but we're gonna just play it extra safe and not let that become a possibility, since we'll eventually replace all of this fence with something that looks a lot nicer. The fence is kind of a temporary solution just to keep villagers in. Some kind of wall would be, I think, more sensible. Like we were talking about, like a sandstone and terracotta wall or something like that would be a lot more. It would be a lot nicer. Yeah, YouTube must have censored out my link. Yeah, because I don't even see the link to like even accept it if I wanted to. Yeah, you can put it in Discord, and I should be able to get it that way. Okay, well, actually, yeah, if I put the door here and go that way, then this part I can shovel out. Yeah. I can shovel down on this one. Yeah. I'm okay with this. I accept this. I accept my lot in life. This is how it be now. There we go. And that broke my shovel. My shovel, oh no. Oh no, my shovel, I got more. I had so much more. Okay, perfect. And then, like I say, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In theory, I've got enough to fit like a double wide situation. I wouldn't need a double wide wall though. I could just do some different sized buildings down here though. I could just do some different size stuff. So I did a few house foundations. I could do a different, much larger building. I don't know what purpose it would serve. Maybe another apartment complex or another tower of some kind. It was a link to an image of a tiny desert houses to inspire me. Where's my phone? I could look at it. I could look at it, assuming it showed up on Discord, which I don't see why it wouldn't. Boop. And now this is the portion of the stream where MagicManMo goes and looks at a picture of a house. They wouldn't be 5 by 5 anymore, so maybe we can do something like this where, okay. What size are they? Okay, yeah, it's like a 5 by 5 basic structure, but then it's got some extra space around the outside for like the okay. Cause that's still a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. I don't know if it's still, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually still is a 5 by 5, but they've like indented it. It's actually pretty cool looking. That's pretty cool. I like it. We'll take that for some inspiration. I'll have to do some looking at it. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool looking house. Okay. So maybe back here then, we'll set some space aside for some larger, fancier houses. Some larger, fancier houses. So again, we'll do like, I don't know. Let me just... Again, I'll just do, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do like a 6 by 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one will be larger. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, if we bump it inward and create kind of like a shape or whatever, at least I know this plot of land will be for a house of some kind. And that's okay. I think that'll be good. And then if I leave a space and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can have another 6 by 6er. Yeah, because that's just enough room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then right there. So then another 6 by 6 plot there for a potential house. The only thing for that would be like where the door would go. So would the door go like here? So I'd actually probably want to knock down some of this sand. I think I do. Yeah, I think I'd want to knock down the level of this sand. Okay, because that's where the door is going to be. And you don't want to come out. You don't want to come out your door into just an immediate sand wall, right? Perfect. I still feel like I maybe. Do I still want maybe one? Do I want to knock some of this down? Probably. Go and put some torches down again so we don't spawn nonsense. Okay, cool. Because then the door to this 6 by 6er could be like right here and come on in this way, and then the door to like this 6 by 6er could be like right here, come in like that way. That's not too bad. Knock down the dead bush. Dead bush. Dead bush. Okay, and if we do that, now that we've kind of cleaned up this a little bit, let's go ahead and knock this down as well. Maybe I did want to knock this down. Thinking about it. Just kind of skinnying it up a little bit, which means I do want to take that gravel away and pop this guy a little bit closer, which gives us one extra gravel to work with for back when we were doing this road over here. At least the cat's still here. I don't have any fish for him, but the cat is still here. The cat is still out of the bag. Boop. Good to know we have that Sentry Iron Golem up there. Okay. So that's a plot. That's a plot. That's a plot. Okay. Do we want to do more giant towers? do we want to do more giant towers, or do we want to just do kind of regular buildings? We could just actually do some more regular buildings. And in fact, because there is a tower there. It's our one gross, disgusting, tall tower. But in fact, I guess if we ever wanted to do more towers, we could actually expand out this way and make some towers. Kind of have like a weird skyscraper apartment zone, like a district, like a tower district of some kind. We could do that, something like that. I think we're gonna sneak another building in here somewhere and have like a sneaky little garden area here for these buildings to enjoy. So I think I want to do a little sneaky right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be right there. Ooh, is that too wide? Because I wanted to leave a too wide space if I had the door to this house here-ish. I guess I guess I could just do this one could be a skinnier house. Because I'd want the way, how would I want to get into here? I guess I could actually push it back. Yeah. I changed my mind slightly. This will all make more sense when we actually build the buildings. I'm just placing down the foundation, so this will make more sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So this idea would be that there'd probably be a door here, probably be a door here, a door here, and this is kind of like a little kind of alley, like an alleyway into those 3 houses, and then this will come like lead out, and maybe we'll have like a bench and some potted plant or something. So this is kind of just a little housing area. Grassland Herbivore, hey, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. He's up late. I did. Did I expand the village? No, I didn't actually expand the village. We're trying to figure out, with the space that we have, how many houses and buildings we can kind of pack in, and then we're gonna build that before we worry about expanding. You could always add the stairs on the exterior and stack houses. Yeah, and I think we're gonna do, see, I don't know about the door situation. Like these houses that are slightly bigger, because they're like 6 by 6, I don't know if we make a stairs on the inside that goes up to a 2nd floor and have more than one bed in a house, if the villagers will recognize that, because based on what I read, it has nothing to do with doors anymore and only about beds, but it used to be about doors, is what I think is the case. Because that's why we were gonna build a tower of doors. And then we did some reading and decided not to build a tower of doors. So that's where we are right now, is that we have not built a tower of doors. Yeah, and we can fit a few we could also build a giant mega tower just in the middle of town right here. Just a giant mega tower. But we could also just keep doing the village thing. The smaller village houses is kind of more quaint, kind of more neat. 3, 4, 5. If we go back to 5 by 5s right here, how much space would I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. I would have 5. Yes. Okay, if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I can sneak a house in right here. Because this road, this path, can connect up to over here, but we can also have one running through here if we wanted to. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be a 5 by 5 house right over here. Because we do have a little bit of leeway, because I'm trying to make sure that there's always at least one block in between the buildings. So if we do some decorating, some finagling with that, we should be okay. If we do something like that. Yeah, I made that 5 wide. 2, 3, 4, 5. If we do a building here, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so our path that would come out this way and probably make its way over to this part of the street, probably. And then, like I said, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd probably want to bump you over to right there. So there will be a double wide alley right here that we can mess around with and maybe do something with. Because this building will face that way. This building will probably face that way. Unless I make it face toward the double wide alley, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have an idea. We're kind of really packing in the houses. We're really packing in the houses. I know this looks like just a bunch of randomly placed sandstone, but I promise you that this makes sense in my head. All right, how much space do I have until the road at this? Because the road will go right here once we have more gravel. So if I wanted like another house right here, 1, 2, 3, it would not be enough room. It'd be 3. That's fine. We could have some space here. So actually, door, 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 door. This would be like an alley of houses. Okay, I'm okay with that. That works. That works for me. And then, like I say, there'd be a road that come over here. This house goes over the. Okay, yeah. There'd be a hallway that goes this way, and that goes to our 3 6x6ers. So the 6x6ers are slightly bigger. In the future, we really need to renovate that ugly apartment to make it blend more with the desert theme. I don't know. I feel like as the village slowly grows up, and we slowly make the village bigger and better, we'll just have this tiny kernel of sheer ugly in the middle of the. I'll have to do some actual like Google image searching of like some better looking apartments or something. We have a lot of houses, which means a lot of bibbis. A thriving village. Will golems be able to navigate these narrow mews? Probably not. With any luck, they won't need to, maybe? I have no idea. I don't know how much space a golem needs to walk around. Is it like 3, 4 spaces? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt that. I bet they won't be able to. With narrow streets and desert stone houses, it will look like the Tunisia map of Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2 was a long time ago, man. I don't even... Did I play that one? I had to have played that one. But I'm coming up, my archives, my brain archives are coming up blank on that one. Okay. So that all makes sense to me. What else do we got? The stuff over here I don't want to mess around with too much because it's awkwardly spaced and I don't have a lot of space for much else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like technically I could squeeze in like a building in this space, but it would butt up right up against the wall, this wall and that fence. Butting up against the fence isn't quite so bad, but I don't want like to butt up against walls necessarily. I could make really tiny houses. Additionally, eventually, if we ever make a giant gate, maybe we want some like posts, like guard posters or something weird like that. I'm not sure. So maybe I'll leave that empty and this empty until I can come up with a better thing that I want to do. So I don't know what to do with this space in the back here. I think I'll leave it empty for now. I'm looking around. We've got a bit of space over here where clearly, according to the village code, it wants a road to be here, but we don't really have a road. But we could actually make an entryway down into the canal once we have a canal or something over there eventually in the future. So we've got some space over back here in the behind area. What do I want to do with it? How much space do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could make some kind of... I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with this space. I could make a really long and narrow building of some kind. I assume it'd be another living quarters. But I don't know what it would actually be. Let's flesh out what you've laid down. We'll start working on fleshing out what I've laid down here in just a second. We've got a few more foundations I want to lie down. Just so I get a scope of what I'm doing here. Do I want a building back here? And how... Actually, yeah. Let me... So I don't want it to be butted up right against that. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4... That'd be, oh yeah, it'd only be 2 wide in the mid, like on the inside. So this is, no. I don't think I'm going to put a building here, or at least not yet. If we ever expand that fence outward, maybe this will become a space for buildings, but for now, it might become a park or something. So, okay, let's concentrate on over here then, because we've got some space right here somewhere. because the road's gonna come around. We could get a couple of buildings in, or we could do like a giant, massive building of some kind. Yeah, if the road goes here, and we want one space between the road and a possible building, we could go like, if a building goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we could set a building in there, and that would give me like 3 space there. Do we want a building? We could have a larger, fancier house, maybe. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's put it on the corner. Maybe a slightly larger, fancier house. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 wide. I might make it 7, so I stay away from this thing. Maybe. Then again, I might tear all these down anyway and make, because I'm still thinking I'm probably gonna end up making different kinds of lampposts. So I don't know. Yeah. Let's do that. So what I say, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what that would look like. And there's some space here to do something with, if we wanted to. Okay, maybe. Oh, hey, buddy. I feel like one of the village. If I do make this into one large building, like one really large building, then I want to fill it in a bit with the sand. I could. Or maybe we could do the duplex thing I was talking about. Yeah, we could do like a duplex. You know what? Yeah. We could do, or we could even do like an apartment building, but like a horizontal one. Like think like a motel style. You know, I got an idea. And I think we're gonna fill all of this section in. I'll probably have a road that snakes around here, and that'll be like a park or something. But for now, I'm gonna fill that in. Do I still have any fence on me? Yeah. Because I think a villager might be able to sneak his way around that, and I do not trust these villagers. If they can sneak in, they will. All right, so I think what I want to do for this building, this will be another apartment building, but it's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be built a little differently. It's gonna have a stairs on the outside for sure. I'm going to set, I don't want it right up against the ledge because I feel like that's like dangerous or something. So let's put it there for now. This will make, I'll have to play around with the design a little bit. How many spaces do I have on the inside here? Because if I had walls, oh, how they would talk. That's a 3 space. How wide is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I did make an 8 by 8. Maybe we'll just end up making a big building. Because I feel like, because if that's a 2, then over here I'd want this to be a 3, so that would go there, and it would be like. I'm gonna plot this out real quick. Cause that'd be like an itty bitty room, a slightly bigger room. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that here. I'm gonna flesh this out later. I'm just gonna leave this as a work in progress. I'm doing something with this space that either includes splitting it up into multiple buildings with 2 floors or just one large nice house. But I'm gonna leave that as a work in progress. I don't wanna think about it too hard, but I also wanted to think about it a little bit. Now our storage area is over here. This house is kind of conveniently in the way. I feel like our main road access to the storage will be from here, or maybe even the other side. Yeah, because this is already coming down straight this way, so I'll probably have it continue right on through and swing a right and go this way. And then that would leave, if we wanted to, this space for another building. How wide is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's exactly 5 though. Okay. So maybe Maybe we do. Maybe we skip some of this space for now and come back, because I still don't know what I want to do with this corner. So maybe we begin fleshing out, like Grassland Herbivore mentioned earlier. Maybe we start fleshing out what we have. Maybe that's what we do. Is there a top-down view of the game? I don't think so. By the way, has the chat on screen never worked, by the way, the chat box, or has it been working? Has it been working? Has it been okay? I don't remember. That was an issue earlier. Hang on, I want to test something real quick, just to test. Oh yeah, it works. Okay, I remember the very beginning of the stream where the chat box wasn't working. It took me this long to realize, wait, has it been working this whole time? I don't even remember. Okay, good. I just wanted to check. We've seen more than one glitch today. Don't blame. Don't even at me. All right, this bit of sand, by the way, I want it gone. I don't even know if I want this bit of sand here. There you go. Okay. Because I'll probably put... Hang on. I'll probably... If I get rid of that, you know what I want to do? I want to do this. Tiny thing, but yeah, perfect. Nice. The road will come down this far. That's okay. Okay, yeah, we start fleshing out what we have, which is quite a few things. We'll probably want to create a couple of different designs, because most of our houses we've created are spots for 5x5 spaces. So we'll probably want a couple of 5x5 designs, and then we've got a few spots that are 6. Ooh, what's attacking me? What's attacking me? I'm not supposed to be in danger. How did you get in? Okay, that was interesting. Where did you come from? There must be a dark spot somewhere that he spawned from. There must have been. How did he get in? Thank goodness for that iron golem coming in and just wrecking house. I have no idea where that guy came from. I've got villagers that are just hanging out, like not sleeping anywhere. That is gonna be that will not be a problem for too much longer. All right. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. I think what we might need to do is just call it a stream tonight and then actually build these houses next time, which will probably be Saturday. I think you meant a top-down view from a hill. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted with the top-down view thing. I got distracted because that villager, that zombie attacked me. The best hill I got is like from up here. I could go a little bit higher, but then I get a little bit further away. But yeah, you can kind of see, like that. I think that's going to be a large building of some kind. I think that's going to be another large building of some kind. I don't know what. I was thinking, I had an idea, but I don't know if I like it. And then over there, we'll have some houses. We'll have some slightly larger houses over there and tucked away in that corner. And by slightly, it's literally 6x6 instead of 5x5. We got a couple of houses behind there that you can't actually make out from here, but they all connect up to like an alleyway to come on in. But this is what we've got going on so far. This all looks nice, and I bet if we continue to make it out of sand and sandstone and stuff, will continue to look nice. Our ugly apartment building is what it is, but yeah, that's what we've got so far. This is my house. It's still not finished. I need to finish making the top floor and then make my sky ridge over to the wizard's tower, and then of course I need to make my wizard's tower. This guy's dead. This guy's gonna die. How did you, wait, didn't we save the last guy? How did you get out there? I thought we saved the last guy that got out. All right, let me go sleep through the night. Maybe we can save that guy before we call it quits for the night. I don't know why I'm running all the way to this specific building. There are other buildings with other beds. I think he spawned inside. There might be dark spots now that we messed around. There must be. There must be. That has to be what happened. I try to remember to put down a torch. Like every time I knock the torch down, I try to remember to put a torch down, like in the same spot or close to the same spot. See, is that guy, are you trying to get out? Now, did my villager that was out here escape or did he die? Nope, he's still down there. Okay, good. He's still alive. I'm gonna save you, buddy. I'm coming to save you. that was a little short. Yeah, you better run. Yeah, you better run. I am not aiming high enough at all. I'm leading my target, but I'm not aiming high enough. Let me go collect all that sweet experience points. We still have to just actually explore this cave. Oh, hey, skeleton buddy. Oh, that was a one-shot KO. Hey. There's some arrows over there. I'm gonna go collect those. Let me collect some dead goodies from some dead bodies real quick, and then we'll try to save that guy. You shouldn't wander too far from the village. I'm glad we fixed the underside of that wizard tower. It looks nicer than just being flat. There you go. Yeah, we still haven't actually explored this tunnel. I don't know how deep it goes or where it goes. Ooh, nice, one-shot kills, man. We haven't explored this. Oh God. And we need to, but not right now. Story for another time. I'll get that experience. Alright, where'd that villager go? There he is, he's up there. Alright, we gotta dig a hole. Oh, no, you need to go down this hole. Believe it or not, this hole is good for you. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, fine, that's fine. Get closer to the fence. That's good. Get nice and close to that fence. Nope, go down the hole. No, go down the hole. Go down the hole. Go down the hole. Go down the go down the hole. Go down my hole. Go down my hole. Go down my hole. Go down my hole. Yes. Haha. Nothing's sneaking up on me, right? Okay, good. Now get your butt inside. Get your butt inside right now. Get inside. He'll do it eventually. He'll figure out what's best for him eventually. Eventually he'll know what's best for him. Maybe if I step away so he's not like looking at me. Get inside there. I know you don't have a job, but you're all precious to me. Are the sugar canes ready? They might be. If that zombie inside was a creeper, the game would be over. Like my armor's got like protection too on all of it, except for the shoes. I might survive a hit from a creeper. I have no idea how much damage they actually do. I mean, it would hurt. It would definitely hurt. It wouldn't be pleasant. But I might survive. Oh, he couldn't actually get out, could he? There you go. Oh, God. Oh, no. We've got two villagers down here kissing and making out. Make me the babies. Starting to get really anxious about this being hardcore now that we put a lot of labor and creative thinking into this. I know. The more effort we actually make into making this really nice and beautiful and awesome, just the more sad we're gonna be when it all ends. Still the possibility of backup. Grassland herbivore, you gotta just let that go. We're not gonna back it up. It's not gonna happen. Although I actually would like to be able to, I don't know if it's a thing you can do. Is it possible to like back up the world in the game files, change the settings from hardcore to a different, to like adventure mode or survival or something? Because I feel like it would be really fun eventually to be able to like put up the world that we made just online somewhere for you guys to download and just explore if you really wanted to. I feel like that would be a fun thing to do. So I don't know if it's possible. I'd have to look into it. Like if I can like just mess with the game files to like change the mode from hardcore to a different form, just so that you guys can download the game and pop in and enjoy the map or whatever. We haven't done a lot right now to like make that worth it or anything, but like maybe we'll have to look into that, see if that's a thing that's possible to do. But we saved our villager. I don't know how I do not know how he got out of there. I'm sure he wandered out somehow. Because we had another one that was out there that we had to save, and we did save him. All right. Okay, well, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. We have a bunch of houses we want to make. We might do that next time and really start multiplying. Oh, sugarcane. We were going to do sugarcane. Or you're making me do sugarcane. There's always going to be sugarcane. I also need to put all of those, yeah, I think it's ready. Ouch. I thought I was gonna hit water, and I definitely did not. But I also need to put all of those, like, job boxes that, like, get all those different blocks that give villagers jobs. I need to actually put them inside buildings. The ones that I have that are just, like, outside, we actually need to put them in buildings or something. Look at that. Another time that I didn't accidentally fall into the water and break all 3 sugarcane. We're getting better. We're slowly getting super better at this. Super better. I should have 60. I only got 63 out of that. Did I miss some sugarcane, or was not all of them up to 3? Maybe there's a couple that weren't up to 3. Oh well. I feel like I normally get 66. I feel like I usually get a stack and then 2 extra ones. Weird. Okay, there must have been a couple that weren't actually all the way up to 3. Eh. I can still turn what I have, though, into paper. Into paper. There we go. Paper. 63 paper. See if we can go sell some of it off. We've got some spares in storage. Is the librarian in the library? Ooh, there you are. There you be. There you are. Nice. I've probably got enough. I could probably go get my spare paper and get 1 more emerald out of him. Again, these are like what I'm talking about. That composter and that stone cutter really don't need to be out in the middle of nowhere. You're really not doing anybody any favors. Wait, what did he need? 24? I think so. Emeralds there. Let's go, Chuck. Whee! That's the cartographer. That's the Fletcher. Actually, Fletcher, I need to go. What do you need? You need 30. You need 32 sticks. I need to make some sticks. I need to make some more arrows. How am I doing on arrows? I got 35. Yeah, I'll have to make more. Where's the librarian at? There he is. Yeah, 24. Excellent. Boink. Actually, I have 1 emerald. I could buy some just right now for giggles. Where's the Fletcher at? There you are. Let me use my 1 emerald to buy some arrows. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I like to keep topped off on those. Keep the arrows topped off. I think the creeper would still kill you at 1 explosion. Really? Even with all this armor and stuff? If it's right next to me? Alright, well that is gonna do it. I got distracted with the sugar cane, but it's good. We're collecting quite a pouch full of emeralds, and eventually we're gonna be able to trade for all kinds of good stuff. But that's gonna do it for this stream. If you enjoyed it, please do all the things, but whatever you guys do, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, wash your hands. Bye!
Thank you.